Oh no. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Destinies.
It's
Before
me,
we get into
your
tonight's
boy.
session, I would like to start off the night with some disclaimers. But before I do that, say hi, players.
Hello.
It's so funny because we can never hear Alice say hello.
Fuck you.
We can hear that.
Stop it.
So, to begin tonight's disclaimers, first and foremost, Erin, the player for Tenaris, will not be here tonight. She is out of town for a nice, long, extended weekend, I believe. So, we're all going to mourn her because, obviously, if she's not here, we have no object permanence, and thus she's dead. So, other than that... All of the music you're going to hear in tonight's episode is made by the wonderful Michael Gelfi. Check him out on YouTube and Spotify. It's MichaelGhelfi, along with his partner Philip Melvin. They do a great myriad of composing for basically anything. I think his newest stuff, their newest stuff that they just put out was like
They did
cyberpunk.
one on cyberpunk.
Yeah, like sci-fi ambiences and atmospheres. So
it
definitely
was so
check
good.
him out. They're fantastic. He's fantastic. And all of the maps, battle maps, and things that you will see are made by me. Specifically, the map making or the maps themselves are used and made using FA map making. Forgotten Adventures map making. Check them out. Pay the money. They're great. You can buy. There's a ton of free assets, but you can also buy assets. It's great. All of the character art that you see on screen is made by the wonderful Alice, the player for Magnus. So check out her other stuff, because chances are you're checking this out through her channels. I just forgot that I didn't send Jester that thing, so I'm gonna write that down.
Oh, I didn't do it either.
Oh, where's my notebook? Oh, there it is. I see. I'm not prepared.
I at least have scratch recordings. I don't know.
And
You just need to suck it up and open Fruit Loop Studios, and I'll get
Alright.
it done.
So, don't mind. Without any further ado, does anybody else have anything they want to say?
Nope.
Alright, well then, we will begin tonight's session. So,
Where's our bird?
our bird's dead and gone.
Oh.
Welcome back to the water-heavy world of Aracretia. Last we left off, our players had gotten into kind of a scuffle, a bit of a fight with a variety of undead, actually, ghosts and zombies. They fought in this kind of alcoved area, surrounded by large pillars of cliff faces and rocks and jagged crags sticking out of the water as they sail on their journey back to Livlicher, back to Reliquary, so that they can go meet the king, King Oslo Basilius, in order so that they can set out and head towards the Akala. The fight lasted quite a long time, a lot longer than I think most of us were expecting, and after it ended, they found some interesting things. Unfortunately for the rest of the party, Magnus managed to keep most of the interesting things to himself. The rest of the party, however, kind of began to discuss, and they decided to try to clear out what was left of the zombie infestation of one of the ships and haul it back to sell, to make just a quick buck. From there, they continued on and began talking and discussing, and that is where we left off last time. So, I believe Magnus stands on the ship that you all are hauling to ensure that the chains don't snap and the ship goes free. The rest of you, Bo, you're currently forging down below deck, creating whatever it is you can put your insane mind to. Lothric, you sit praying in a small corner of the ship. The whirring of the unseen servants, the gentle passing breezes that they cause don't seem to disturb you out of it. And Rue, I think you were also praying, is that right? Oh, no, you were staying by Daniel's side.
I was staying by Daniel.
That's right. You were staying by Daniel's side to make sure that he was doing okay. And I'm going to make a save for him right now. So, Rue, as you are sitting kind of like absentmindedly next to Daniel, he shoots up and he goes like, "Gah! Ah! Gah! Morning."
Rue's gonna like startle and like fall over, completely like shocked out of her skin, as she like, "Oh my god, you're okay. You're up."
Yeah, I feel like myself.
Gosh, just stay right here, okay? I'm gonna go tell everybody else that you're up, okay?
Yeah, I think I tore the stitches.
I will absolutely work on that in just a moment. Do not go ahead and lay back down.
Okay.
I will be right back, okay? And we're going to like dash upstairs. Guys, Daniel's okay. He woke up.
So, Bo.
Bo's still below deck.
Yeah, Bo, you'd be below deck and also probably like forging, so you might not be able to hear this. And Lothric is also below deck.
Oh, that's right. So I guess Magnus and technically Daenerys are the
No,
Magnus
I'm on the other
and
ship.
Daenerys would hear you.
Oh.
Her voice would carry. It's not.
Okay,
like
okay.
It's not like you're in space.
Okay.
In space, no one can hear you call for your friend.
On the other ship, no one can hear shit.
And Daenerys is deep in her research and notebooks, so she doesn't notice.
Okay. Well, we're just
I'm
gonna like wait
shadow
over to Magnus.
Yeah,
He's
shadow
up.
cat. Is he okay?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
And Rue's gonna like.
Okay.
Rue's gonna go like downstairs into the forge. Bo, Daniel's up.
Wait, what do you mean he's up?
He's up. He's awake. I didn't do anything. I haven't done anything. I didn't like take him out of. He was not doing well, and then all of a sudden he's up. So.
How are his stitches?
Torn. I need to go fix that. Can you find Lothric and actually let him know?
Yeah. And he
Okay.
puts down like the hammer, and you see like a very small modicum of what he was making. All you see is like a little metal cylinder. He he puts the tongs down with the cylinder like in like some cooling oil and goes over to Lothric.
Okay. Cool. We're just gonna go back to Daniel to help him repatch up that stitch.
Okay.
Blondie, time to wake up.
Lothric, he's not like sleeping or anything, but he opens his eyes and turns around. That's fantastic. Is he doing all right?
I didn't say anything about him. How did you know? I'm not even gonna ask any questions. I'm glad you know he's up, but go check on him.
It's God told.
All right. Yes. So
Well,
Lothric gets
just
up
gonna
and
go back
goes
forging.
over to where Daniel is.
Okay.
How you doing,
so,
Daniel?
Bo, are you going to Daniel as well, or I didn't hear that.
He said he. I said he is going back to forging. Ugh, English.
Okay. All right. So Daniel kind of watches as the two of you, Rue and Lothric, enter the room, and he's like, "I'm doing okay."
Okay.
Well, that's good. I heard that your stitches were torn.
Yeah, I just it was kind of like a nightmare, and you know you kind of bolt out of those.
Of course. I'm gonna cast Cure
Me.
Wounds on him
Okay.
while we're doing that.
So this is close to a fatal wound. Cure wounds will heal him a bit, but you'll need to practice actual medicine.
Actual medicine? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll do a Cure Wounds and then I'll do Like just like redress the wound and add another like suture to it to just add.
Okay, roll a medicine check.
Oh, we'll do a medicine check. What is that? That's 20. Oh, okay, that's not okay. 12.
12 is okay. You're not like the best at this. This isn't something that you're heavily trained in, like fatal wounds. But yeah, you do pretty well. You dress it, you stitch him up. He's not gonna be bleeding out anytime soon.
Okay, good.
He kind of like, ugh, that guy sucked.
Guy, what guy are you speaking of? What do you mean?
The fucking other guy. You know, the other guy. When I went unconscious, I don't know what happened, but it was him and I, and we talked for a while. He was an asshole.
Was he? What was he saying? I know.
I can't quite remember. It's kind of like a dream.
Interesting. Lothric, have you experienced anything like that?
Well, I experienced talking to some guy. I saw a face, but that's about it. Daniel, did you see any face? Or can you describe the man you were
He
talking
was
to?
short, kind of fat. Oh, fuck, that hurts. And he kind of like gets up a little bit very
Nope.
slowly as to not tear the stitches, and kind of scoots his back up against the wall so he can like sit up. Yeah, I think he was a halfling or something.
Well, I guess you and I have two different experiences, because mine wasn't a halfling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy just went on and on about how he missed his family, blah blah blah, and how he was a businessman, and how he could still be a businessman. Whatever.
What did he want? Did he want like full control of your mind, or?
Yeah, he was trying to convince me to give him my body.
Oh,
I think it's kind of blurry.
but you've beat him.
Yeah, oh. I made him a wager. I said, if you can beat me at a game of cards, then you can have my body. Because I figured, well, it's my body and mind, so I probably beat him, and I was right.
You were right. Okay. We'll have to remember that, Lothric. If we need to, then it probably would work the same way for you.
Possibly, but I'm not too great at cards, so I'll have to find
No.
something different.
I'm sure we could. How are you feeling? Do you think you're at that point yet, or?
Talking to Lothric, or are you talking
Yeah,
to Daniel?
Yeah, to Lothric.
Okay. Well, all I feel is extreme tiredness. That's about it. Constant nightmares, but I'm still up and moving.
Hmm.
Still in control of my body,
Well, I don't want
if
that
that's
to
what
get
you want to
any
call it.
worse. Keep us updated on that. If it gets unbearable, then we can talk and we can figure out our next move.
That works for me.
Daniel, so far the sailing has been, well, I was gonna say good. We had a little bit of a hiccup. Nothing that we didn't handle.
Hiccup sounds like it sucked.
You know, It did, but we did get something out of it, so we can't really complain too much.
What happened?
Well, there was a ship crashed in these crag rocks. We went to go investigate to see if there was anybody there. Daenerys flew on ahead, and when she didn't come back, we investigated further, and these like spectral figures appeared, and they were a little mean, a little on the aggressive side, I would say. And then down below the decks, there were these undead people. There were these undead people. That,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were gross. They were very like mounds of them. It was very
they're,
gross.
so you're yanking my chain, right?
I wish I weren't.
What?
Yeah, we're being completely honest. We were attacked by ghost pirates and zombies.
You're not joking.
I'm so
No.
sorry. No, but it's okay. We got it. We handled it. It was a-okay. Nothing
did,
super bad happened.
What did the undead ship look like?
We might have it tied
You
to
have it?
the back of our ship currently right now. Yes.
What the fuck? Okay. And
They thought this
he's
was
going
not
to
my
very
idea.
slowly and start to stand up.
We're just gonna like go and like immediately like try to support him, like, so
Yeah,
he doesn't
just-
have to put nearly as much weight.
Just take me. Let me see it.
Okay, if something hurts too bad, let me know, and we will get you right back down here. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. We're just
Oh,
gonna kind of like
fuck.
slowly escort him to the deck of the ship so he can take a look see.
Okay, so as you very, very slowly hobble with Daniel, Magnus, what are you doing?
Magnus is like during this whole exchange of when Rue came and told him that Daniel was up, he's probably making sure that the ship is completely clear of like all undead and everything.
Okay.
Um,
Roll an investigation check.
Hell yeah. Like just no baddies, no surprises, no nothing. Investigation is really good, thank God. God, the bar dice is so hard to read sometimes. Plus 8. 20 something. 24.
There's a few surprises, but I mean they're not like hard to deal with. There's like one or two corpses that are just still there, and you're
Mhm.
like, I wonder what that is. And so like,
Stab.
yeah, you definitely just fucking stab it, and one or two of them do go.
Oh.
Ew.
Gross. Definitely gonna like dump him off the ship then. After that, just like scoop him up, throw him off. Probably
as
covered in
Rue
guts and ugh.
Rue and Daniel kind of like hobble up to the back of the galley. You're just fucking chucking
Yeah!
him over, and he's and
Got a pile of them
see
just
Daniel
woof.
go, whoa, what the? What are you doing?
Getting rid
Oh
of
my god!
the evidence. Like shirt covered in like rot and like ugh. Cleaning it up, I guess. Look, we got a ship.
Yeah, it's the spitting image.
The spitting image of what exactly?
Continues to throw shit overboard. Just dumping the rest of the bodies overboard.
Yeah, there's you throw a rat just in case. Like,
Yeah, just in case. Don't trust that.
Just goes flying off.
He turns to you, Rue, and he says, well, reason I thought you were joking is because there's an old sailor's tale about ghost pirates and zombies, and I'm honestly kind of stunned that this is here.
It's a pretty worn down ship. We think we'll be able to make a little bit of gold off of it, but we're afraid
No.
we're not.
No. You don't. This is like. Either people will think you're really into childhood stories,
Mm.
or you're hardcore, like, role players.
And this
You're
You're just
is
gonna sell it as
a
a
bad
ship?
thing?
Sure.
This is
If
a
those
bad
were childhood
thing?
stories, Daniel. And Lothic's gonna reach into his pack and pull out that note that he found wrapped up in that box, and he's gonna hand it to him. You might want to read this.
The note? Oh, the letter. Okay. He, like, kind of flips it open with one hand, still the other one kind of grasping his side. And he begins to read it, and he's like, This isn't some elaborate prank, right? You're not...
What's
Yeah,
this letter
we
say?
found a ship in the middle of nowhere, filled it with bodies, and just wrote a fucking letter. Yeah, it's a prank.
I don't know.
For those of you
you
who
do
are
fucked up
listening,
times,
Alice
stuff
Alice
sometimes, alright?
motioned of throwing X overboard, because you can't see what she's doing.
Corpses. Corpse
Oh.
throwing. New sport.
What's the letter? What does the letter say?
Well, if you want, you can have a look at it when Daniel's done. I found it in a chest below deck.
It's a sailor's letter to his wife, leading towards a treasure map. Apparently.
No way.
Yeah. This is, it's a little bit eerie that it's, like, so direct and you had no idea.
I've been a little isolated as I've found out. These stories
You
don't
kind
really
of
make
seem
any
like the
sense.
isolated type, I'm not gonna lie.
Not on purpose. It just kind of accidentally happened.
I mean, even accidental, I don't want to sound rude, but you're kind of weird. You're blue.
What's wrong with you? Why are you blue?
Why are you blue?
Yeah, Rue's blue, and I have lightning coming off my skin. There's nothing weird about that at all.
And
At least
you
you're
expel
not
fire.
like...
You expel fire out of your blood. Like, I don't think any of this could be considered normal.
Alright, I'm not awake enough for this shit.
Do you want me to take you back downstairs?
No, he hands the letter to you, Rue, and
Okay.
I will send that to you. Do I still have that? I
If
don't
you
know
can't
where
send
is.
it, I will.
I got it. It's good.
Why are you blue?
In the meantime, and then he kind of like starts looking up to the sky, and you see that by now the sun's getting kind of low in the sky. Dusk will be coming pretty soon. He says, "Wait, where's Bo?"
Bo's down at the forge currently. Do you want me to get him for you?
Yeah, bring him up.
Okay. Lothric, do you mind just supporting him real quick? Just make sure he doesn't fall.
Yeah, go
over.
ahead. And
Okay.
Lothic's gonna go ahead and put one of Daniel's arms over his shoulder and just like hold him there.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
We're just
I
gonna kind
appreciate
of
it.
like hop down and like go to Bo. And she kind of like.
The tinking hammer. Ting, ting, ting,
Bo.
ting.
Bo.
Huh?
Hi.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I hate to interrupt you. You seem like you're in the zone. But Daniel's asking for you on deck.
Okay. What'd I do this time? And he
I-
does the same thing and dips whatever he was forging into quenching oil and just sits it down.
As he didn't tell me anything, he just said he wanted me to fetch you. So.
Okay. And he starts walking up the stairs and following Rue. Hands is shirtless and has on his chest from forging, but yeah.
Great. You're just gonna just follow him up to the deck.
Okay. As
Captain.
you... Hey, good morning. Or afternoon, I guess.
Evening, really.
Do you always have to be right? Is that a thing with you? Like, we haven't talked much, and I just want to know, because you do that a lot.
No, it's... Sorry, I don't mean to come off as
No,
rude.
it's... I don't know if it's, like, connected to the blue thing. I don't know if I have to be correct for you.
Anyways, Captain Freeland, what can I do for you?
I told you to call me Daniel.
No, you've been through too much. You're getting called Captain. What can I do for you?
So... judging from where I think we are, you sailed in the right direction. We'll get there in about a day.
Dear.
And then from there we'll just run up the coast, dock at Reliquary.
Get you back home safe.
Yeah, I can finally see my daughter. You know, it's been only 2 weeks. It feels like so much more.
I
Millennia.
can only imagine.
That being said, I wanted everybody on deck. This ship won't sell for anything, guys.
Nothing.
Honestly, I wouldn't think so.
Unless somebody's a very serious collector. But... like, you might be able to con somebody, or something, but they'll never believe that it's true. I mean, I believe you. Hell, I've seen things that I didn't think were possible. In a 2-week span, nonetheless. Wow.
I mean, we do know someone who might actually want that. Not for a boat, though.
Okay.
There's a girl down in Cobalt who's running a possibly closed down shop. I want to use this as a maybe even a shop as well. A bit on the coast.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I mean, whatever, man. Just know that you're not gonna find buyers chomping at the bit here.
So this might be a small waste of time.
I mean, it's a fully saleable ship. It looks to be in pretty good condition for how old it is.
Yeah, maybe, but there's a lot of zombies on the inside.
Well,
Well, not anymore with what Magnus is doing.
yeah, he kind of gestures as Magnus.
Yeah! Right.
Okay. God, I'm filthy.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. That's something else.
There was this. Oh, you missed it. There was this captain. There was this ghost captain who we thought was gonna be. He looked really intimidating, and he looked like a really big threat. But we actually managed to pick him off quite easily, which was just so weird. It was super weird.
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah, I turned
strange.
70 for like 12 seconds.
I don't even know how to process that right now.
You don't gotta. I just figured it.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot. That is 70?
Mhm.
He turned like really like salt and peppery for a moment.
What did it feel like?
Awful.
Let's
Worst
get
part
off.
about it was that I was in the weird skeleton-y looking form, so it hurt a lot more.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you guys have done a damn good job sailing.
It's a pretty nice compliment coming from someone who called us the luckiest idiots.
I still stand by that.
Easy. Let's not crack yourself up too much. How about
Okay.
I get you back down? We'll keep sailing through the night.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
And he's just like looking around the ship at just like the size of it mostly, and he's like, what am I gonna do with this?
Well,
I guess Lothric will help him back below deck into his room.
at
Okay.
least you got another ship.
So Rue and Lothric, you two held him down, and he very quietly kind of just like lays down and still like, "Ugh. Your sword hurts, Lothric. It hurts really badly.
Well, that's, I guess, a compliment coming from somebody who survived me stabbing them. Can't really say
Don't take
too
it
much
as a
for the
compliment.
dead.
Don't take it as a compliment. Get out. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Get out.
Get out.
Just
Um,
go.
Let me make sure that there's fresh water for you in case you need it. And we will leave you to yourself. Of course, call if you need anything.
Yeah, I'll, oh well.
Okay. We're just gonna go up and just kind of like fetch like some clean water for him and bring it back down before she leaves him alone.
Okay. When you bring it back down, he's already asleep.
Okay.
Okay. You
we're
guys can
just
do what
gonna-
you want to.
Cool. She's just gonna kind of like chill up duck and at first like look at the stars and make sure that they're headed in the correct direction.
Yeah, roll a history or intelligence check with advantage.
And Lothric's gonna go find some food to cook again. While they're doing that.
The unseen servants have already prepared a meal for you.
Oh no.
Yeah. So as the sun begins to
Alright.
head over the horizon, on the main deck of the ship, these servants begin to pull out tables and chairs for 6 of you as they set them up, and then almost in a flash they lay out a spread of food that they prepared.
Okay.
I like to think that below deck, Bo is arguing with like a stiff breeze. Like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like he feels a
It's
like
just
a cold breeze on
yeah.
the back of his spine, and he just walks off like, fine, go wash up.
I got an 18 on a history check.
You're headed in the right direction.
Okay, good. Happy to make sure that I guess she's gonna kind of sit down and eat.
All right. It's quite a nice spread. There's a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits. You can tell that whatever they're preparing is not meat and protein heavy, probably just because it weighs a bit more than other types of foods.
Okay.
Then Daenerys is eating quite well then.
Yeah, Daenerys is eating greatly, and she is not saying anything, so that's
She's
the way that
too
is.
enveloped in
Why
her.
you impersonated
Oh.
my accent, but you won't do Daenerys? That's bullshit.
I
Cole.
impersonated your accent. Not much.
He probably wouldn't have done it if we didn't pressure him to do it.
Fine. Let's see how it is.
Is Magnus is still on the other ship, right?
Magnus
Yeah,
is like
yeah, he is.
like a fire in the wind, just like going at this ship. He's fucking scrubbing the deck and everything, just like getting blood stains out of stuff that like are
Magnus.
gonna be there for a while. Like shirt tied around his waist and everything, just going at it.
Agnes, get onto the other ship. Come on, it's dinner time.
How the fuck am I supposed to do that?
We were calling you for like 5 minutes.
How am I supposed to get over there?
Crawl over the line that we tied to the other ship.
I'm not
Oh my God,
crawling
please
over a
don't say
chain.
that.
I'm not crawling over a chain. Go
Absolutely
fuck yourself.
wretched.
I'm fine with rations.
Daenerys will
Well,
bring you a
here.
plate of food.
That is
And she'll
terrible.
set it down for you, Magnus.
Thank you, Daenerys, for not asking me to crawl over chains.
I'm sorry that I want you to eat.
I'm
It's a really
eating.
bad idea. It's a really unsafe idea.
I'm gonna just be like, thank you, Daenerys. Appreciate you. How are your notes going?
Of course. They're going quite well. I'm struggling with the cipher still.
I'll try to work on it while, over here and anything. I mean, between, like, cleaning and shit, yeah, I'll try to take a crack at it, see if I can,
Thank you.
help out.
I appreciate that greatly.
Bye. Oh, she, like, flies off or some shit.
Yeah, she... Beer.
Gonna eat, gonna work on the cipher, gonna play
All right.
play me some songs to ease my boredom.
And after Lothric gets done eating, I guess he'll stand up after piling his plates. I am extremely exhausted. I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. You guys wake me up if you need me.
Yes, sleep well. Try to get some good rest. Try to fight this
I'll
thing
try.
so we don't have to stab you as well.
I wouldn't have any of you guys stab me anyway. I do it myself.
Let us know
And with,
that you're gonna do that beforehand, please.
of course. And with that, Lothric's gonna go below deck into his room and turn in for the night.
Okay. Before we head into the next day, is anybody else doing anything? What would you guys like to do?
After finishing eating and having Lothric take up the plates and all that, just looks over to Rue and just says, Rue, I just realized something.
What's that?
Magnus and Lothric got their little field trip with me watching the stars over the ships, and I don't think anyone has gotten that.
I didn't know this was a common thing to do. What's a field trip?
This thing that we have been doing for the past... How long have we been traveling together? Like, how long is the whole brand?
Rue, you gain inspiration.
Yes, thank you!
Cole, how long has the Band of the Wildstorm been traveling together?
You guys have been traveling for about a month now.
This whole thing that we've been doing for about a month, this is kind of like a field trip.
Oh, so just a journey, pretty much.
Kind of. In a much safer environment, but kind of. But, no. Magnus, Lothric, and I, whenever we went from Never Sands over to Cobalt, a lot of the time that we spent on the journey there was just looking at the stars, talking about old stories. And you, my friend, seem a little more interesting than just the regular constellation fairy tale kind of thing.
Well, I'm sure any story that I have is much different than yours, but I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Well, he looks up, tries to look for a constellation that he can recognize, or an asterism.
Yeah, so as the night continues to roll on, the three arms of the galaxy appear in the night sky as they spiral outwards. You know that the major constellations are in the largest arm, the one closest to the. I can only think of hemisphere. What is the thing? The horizon, the eastern horizon. And within this larger arm, you would probably know this as the largest arm of the World Tree, based on like legends your dad told you. Within this, there's a few constellations. There's definitely ones of the gods, and there's a few more like Hammer and just things that you can make out very clearly as the brightest stars of this arm are clearly visible.
He points out. Take two. He points up into the sky and just says, well, There was the hammer that created the universe. Oh yeah, that one's my favorite. There's Laka Laka. Oh, that's right. You don't understand Dwarvish.
Yes, I do. I just don't really recognize that.
You understand
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish? You speak Dwarvish?
A different version,
Oh wow.
kind of.
Sounds really
It's,
interesting.
it's close. It's close, but it's a little different sometimes.
No, no, or would it be L? It might be El Kalaka, but up there it's the skull. Usually they call him the Skull Man.
So, in common, the Skull Man, as Kate so helpfully put it, would
I can make it up, Cole. I already have something.
no, would mostly likely be Kyr, the god of death, who
Yeah.
has a face of a skull.
No, there were tales of him gently guiding souls to the other side. And sometimes being a little bit of a thief. Just for fun. He didn't steal like people's souls or anything. He just stole baubles, from what I can tell.
Roll a
Bubble.
history check, dude.
Rolling a history check. Oh, that's not a little bit of a 12 again.
12 is. You have heard generally of like the mainstay pantheon, but like these are not constellations you know. The constellations you know are connected in very different ways.
Right.
Mhm.
What is the skull to me?
The skull to you is not a skull at all. It connects the. Hang on, let me get my stop on one second. That's not how you spell star. Okay. The skull to you connects between the Great Huntress and probably the Elder Stag, which are two of the constellations that you know in the Great, the largest arm. Which is interesting that would be the skull for you, because the Huntress hunts the stag in the legend.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna kind of listen to Bo before interjecting. Yours is quite different than mine.
Hmm?
To me, it's the huntress. Hunting a deer looks nothing like a skull to me, so that's fascinating. But I suppose a lot can change in 36,000 years.
Could give you
But-
such a crick in the neck. So sorry. I'm in my own little world. I'm sorry.
But it's interesting to hear more about what's changed and what's different than back.
Oh, yep. And just right there, there's the Roadrunner. That one was always my favorite.
A roadrunner.
Mm-hmm. Never heard of one?
No, is that a wheel or something? A roadrunner?
No, it's a little bird.
It's a bird.
Mm-hmm. Tiny little bird, lives in the desert. Dwarves, they were the things that guided them to the four cardinal directions.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Okay.
But those were the things that made them know that they were going in the right direction over to where Yawthorn would have eventually been built.
Oh.
Mhm.
That makes sense then.
I think it's a spiritual kind of thing. My pa always went on about Arona and the old spirits that dwarves used to worship, but a lot of the time it was only the big one, Arona.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot more than a lot of people think. It's interesting to know how each one grants a different perspective to other people.
What about you? You and I were kind of neighbors.
Completely different, though.
Very different.
Before everything, I never traveled outside of the valley, so I didn't really ever see what Yotham was like back then or now.
Not nice now, I can tell you that.
Why is that?
Well, Emberhide for one, slave trade for another.
I know a thing or two about that.
Yeah. There was a reason why whenever we were in your dream state that I went a little...
Which I do appreciate it, but it happened. It's whatever.
I don't know, but like I said, I don't... Don't remind me too much of the people I used to run with whenever I worked with the Thieves Guild.
I'm not a thief, so I don't know how that's...
Not like that, personality-wise.
Okay. I guess that was a compliment, right? I'll take it as a compliment.
A third family, we'll call it. Yeah,
Oh.
you're like Tilly. Magnus is like Jim. Lothric's like Lenny. Oh, Lenny.
It's nice that you had people to run with beforehand. But it's getting late. I'm just gonna just make sure that we're staying on the right path. But thank you for sharing with me. I do appreciate it.
Get some rest.
You too.
Okay, so as you two kind of like split ways, Magnus, is there anything you're doing before you head to sleep?
Working on the cipher, definitely. And then probably doing like one more round around the ship just to see if there's anything like interesting that was left on board or like any other pop outs.
No, not that you would be looking for, even with your high investigation roll. There's nothing really there that you can find.
Okay. Is there like a captain's quarters on this ship at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there is.
I'm gonna find that, clear it out, make sure, same thing,
It's
make sure
locked.
there's no... Oh, can I pick it?
If you want to.
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
If I fail this, I'm just gonna try again. I'm gonna use a luck roll. My last one of the day. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, what is my fucking sleight of hand? I know it's 14 plus 8, 22?
22 will do it. You kind of crouch down and begin to... until you finally trip the lock, and it's unlocked.
Pure fucking defense. Like, rapier out, open the door, fucking like ready to throw down.
Okay. As you open the door, make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Gets blown out
Never,
the ship.
never check for traps when there's traps.
When there's
I don't know
traps.
why. It bugs me. But you always check for traps when there's no traps, and I don't know why.
What did you get? What did you get?
Dirty 20!
Okay, you take half damage, so you take 4 points of acid damage as you open the door.
Shit!
Just a fucking vial of acid straight onto you. It's
Ow,
dark.
Wasn't me that time.
Ow, 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 wiping it off.
Yeah, for the record.
Was not me this time.
So, yeah, roll a. I don't know. What do you want to do in this fucking room? There's no zombies in here.
There's no zombies? Cool. I want to figure out why it was trapped, and then I'm going to bar myself in this room. Just in case I missed something.
Roll a perception check.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'm gonna fucking die today, guys. Perception is terrible.
That's good.
A dirty 20?
There is a lot of illustrious stuff in this room. Despite its seeming age,
Mhm.
there are silks and silvers and golds, and there's a full feathered bed
So this
which
is
has sheets stretched across it. The sheets and the clothing are silk threaded with gold. There's a large chest at the foot of the bed. There's an armor stand with what looks to be once very bedazzled like armor, but is now starting to rust.
Mhm.
There's still some gems that might be salvageable. Yeah, this was trapped because there's a lot of wealth here, or there was at one point.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be stripping this room of all valuables that I can find.
Okay.
All
Alright.
And then I'm probably gonna try to find like a hammock somewhere that I can hang in here. Or something.
There's a few hammocks below deck
Yeah,
that you can easily just untie and hang in here.
yeah, I'll grab one, hang it in here.
Okay.
But I am definitely stripping this room. Like,
Alright. You do have a bag of holding, so you could probably fit almost everything that you wanted in here. The chest is also locked. There's a really nice bearskin rug that's kind of like completely untouched. The silk sheets, and you managed to dig out a couple of the jewels from the armor that seem to be not entirely touched by time. You can add overall 150 gold pieces of ship loot to your inventory.
and then can I check what's in that chest before, going to bed and everything?
It's locked.
Yeah, I would like to check it for traps and then unlock it.
Okay. Roll a investigation.
You don't want to sleep in the feathered blanket or in the feathered bed?
Nah.
Might be a corpse in there. I don't know.
6 plus 8 is 24?
Could be a corpse in that bed.
24. This
No,
chest
sorry,
is
wrong. Not 24. 6 plus 8 is
14.
14. That's way wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this chest isn't trapped as far as you know.
Okay, I'm gonna try to unlock it.
Okay, roll sleight of hand check.
Oh, sick. That's not as good as the last time, but we'll try. 12. It is a dirty 20. God, is it dirt with the dirty 20?
Oh, you said 12.
Sorry, I rolled a 12. My sleight of hand is plus 8.
Oh, okay. No, you still can't unlock it. You
Okay.
fuck with the lock a bit, but it just doesn't. It doesn't pop open.
I'm gonna fuck with the lock, and then I'm gonna be like, I'll do it in the morning.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just crawl up in my hammock and go to bed. Put like some of the
As you have to sleep.
sheets and everything like on the hammock
Okay.
and the pillows
Living
and everything.
that illustrious life.
My illustrious life,
Um,
but in the hammock.
So, as you all head to sleep, we are going to.
Oh no.
So, Lothric, you doze off pretty quickly. You're pretty fucking tired. And I'll turn the fan off because I can't hear myself fucking think. Before you know it, you are standing in what feels like a room you know. In front of you, there's a table and a chair, and there's a light. You don't know where it's coming from, and every time you try to look into it, it's too bright and you avert your eyes. The chair borders on the edge of the darkness, and as you kind of look a little bit harder, you watch as a folded set, or kind of a clasped set of hands, comes out and sets down on the table. Are you gonna do anything?
Who are you?
The question, my boy, is who are you?
What do you want?
I want nothing more than to figure out where I am.
It's a pretty broad question. For someone who keeps a lot of secrets.
No secrets here, you just haven't gone looking. And you watch as he leans forward a bit into the light, and you see his face again. Pale skin. It's the same face that you saw 2 nights ago, a night ago. You can't remember. It feels like a flash, but like a slog. It's confusing. And as his eyes look you up and down, he says, I never expected this. I never expected you. And then you wake up. And dawn breaks. You may all take a long rest. Oh, except for Lothric, you take another point.
Oh! What?
Yep.
How many are you at now, bud?
You should be at
I'm at 3.
3? You're at 3. That's
3.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
That's not good. That's no bueno. We need to fix you.
God.
3 more and he dies.
Help me.
Hey, Lothric, I think it might be time to stab you through the gut. Not gonna lie, homie.
I want to stab. It's gonna take a lot more to stab Lothric. Do you know how much health that man has?
We'll
I
just
got a lot.
run him through. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. As you all wake up, it is the 17th of Perrin, the 3rd month of 1289, All's Day. It's a bit warm, a bit on the moderate side, a bit cloudy, 77 degrees Fahrenheit with a moderate breeze.
Oh, beautiful day out.
And yeah, you are all free to do as you wish.
I'm gonna try to open that chest again.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Mm.
What's 15 plus 8? I'm having a really hard time with math. 18. 23.
What?
23.
What?
Fi-
What'd you?
15
what'd
plus
you
8.
roll?
I rolled a 15 plus 8, which is 23.
We can't hear you, Al.
I'm sorry!
Is it your fucking stupid ass fucking noise suppression thing?
I don't know. I don't have the noise suppression on. Let me see if it's running through voice mod.
Oh, yeah. Go to your settings. It might be your input sensitivity.
Either that or it's the snakes on her microphone.
Shut up.
Okay, so you are all free to do as you wish. You got a 23?
Yeah.
You still can't unlock the chest.
What? Okay.
In that fucking chest.
I'm gonna keep trying throughout the day.
Okay. Alright, well, there will be consequences as time goes on.
Okay. Is it like an embedded lock?
It's a full...
Or like a
it's
padlock?
It's a padlock.
What's in this one that's more powerful than that weird ass stone that you got earlier?
I'll look at that later. Is there any way that I can try to just like bust open this chest instead of the lock?
You can try. If you want to. Bust open the chest?
Yeah, like break the wood on top of it or something?
If you want to, man.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take a leak.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna recommend that.
I was gonna say, how big is this chest, if I can ask?
It's pretty hefty. It's like... I
Watch
don't
me
know, like the size
fucking
of a suitcase.
clothes. Come back to me.
Okay. Bo, what are you doing?
I'm going back to forging.
Alright, roll a strength check for me.
15.
15? You make decent progress. Not fantastic. You're kind of slowing down on some of the smaller bits just because you don't really know how to make it, and you don't really know what you're doing, so it's kind of a learning process, and you have to start over a couple times. Lothric, what are you doing as you wake up in the morning?
He's like rubbing his head. Like, oh my god. I think he is going to pray again. And as
Okay.
he sits down and begins to pray, he's going to speak out loud. He's not like holding his hands or anything, but he's gonna start. Amia, I don't know if you can hear me, but I really need some help. I need to find out what's going on with me because I feel like it's getting worse. I need some guidance.
Okay. Alright. There's nothing to hear back or nothing like that.
Alright, I'll just keep trying.
Okay. Every now and then you kind of doze off, and then you come back to it. But other than that, you don't really get anything for the next couple hours. Rue, what are you doing?
I, as soon as I wake up and kind of get my bearings, am going to check on Daniel right away in the morning.
Daniel is not in his room.
Oh. I'm just gonna kind of stand there, just kind of like, uh-oh. Before she turns around and kind of like, quickly like, jogs up deck. Daniel? Are you up here?
Yeah.
She, like,
Yeah, and immediately you see him behind the wheel. As he's... You see that he's somehow either made or gotten kind of a makeshift sling for his left arm, so that he doesn't tear the stitches again. And he's kind of just like standing there with one hand on the railing next to the wheel and just looking out at the ocean as you guys sail on.
you know, most people would rather lie in bed for at least another day after waking up. After
I don't
being...
think I'm most people, though. Right? I'm
No.
weird, right? Right? Right, Blue Lady? Yeah. Hell yeah.
He's
Right.
not like other girls. He's the captain.
Right. I
Just imagine Daniel. I cannot girl boss in these conditions.
How am I supposed to live, laugh, love without my ship?
How are you feeling right away this morning? Anything like overly painful? You'd have feeling feverish, perhaps, or?
I mean, I kind of always feel feverish after the whole, blood curse thing. So I honestly am not really able to tell.
Okay.
I feel fine. I'm not tired. For the first time in a couple days, I'm not tired.
That's fantastic. I'm very happy for you. If you don't mind, I would like to just check your wound to make sure that there's no infection setting in.
Yeah. Sure, why not? And he kind of like looks up and gives an order, and you watch as different unseen servants in their floating clothing kind of like begin to move around deck as he kind of like takes his hand off the railing and he's like, all right. Just here or?
No, we'll go back downstairs.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
We'll like help support him as they go back downstairs.
Okay. It doesn't take you much long. It doesn't take you very long to get into his room.
Okay. I'll just unwrap his bandages once we get into the room and like get him on the bed.
Okay. You unwrap his bandages, and he is healing very quickly. For being a near fatal wound, it's almost completely closed up.
Daniel, this might be an odd question. I guess I've never really asked Bo this, but does the blood curse make your guys' wounds heal a considerable amount faster, or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never really had a wound like this, so.
Well, the good news is it's looking remarkably better than I expected.
Awesome. What does that mean?
Usually, recovery from a wound this large and this deep and this life-threatening should take much longer to heal, but you are shockingly well in the healing process. Well along in the healing process.
Like I said, I feel great. I mean, maybe it's all that stored up energy from when you guys stabbed me.
As nice as a thought that is, I don't quite think it works like that, but whatever it is, I'm glad either way.
Alright, well, thank you. Can I go back on deck now?
Yeah, just let me know if anything starts hurting, anything starts feeling, just any amount of just odds, let me know.
I will, yeah. Alright, cool, thanks. And he's gonna kind of get up and just start walking out on his own.
Wow. Okay. And then she's just kind of like follow him on deck and just kind of survey like the surroundings. Like, can we see any land from?
No, it is all over.
Not yet. Okay. She's just gonna keep an eye out.
Alrighty, Magnus, what's up? What's up, dude?
I'm really wanting to get in this fucking box. Hypothetically speaking, could I try to melt the padlock off if I fail? If I cast produce flame enough times just on the lock.
So no.
Damn. Okay. That's why it's a hypothetical.
It's not nearly hot enough of a fire to melt. Like, you can have persistent heat, but you need more heat to melt things.
Okay.
Just thermally.
Okay.
Bummer. That was my idea too.
Is there anything around or in the ship that I've seen from patrolling it a few times, like, heavy, that looks like I can just bot the whole fucking latch off?
There's quite a number of things. There's large stones for ballast in the lower parts of the ship. There's, I mean, probably large chunks of metal that went unused, or were just kind of rolling around, or hell, even some of the rotting armaments and stuff.
Wait. I don't think I have a Dungeoneer's pack. Fuck, I don't. God damn it. I don't. I'm gonna try to pick it again, and if I can't get it, then I'm gonna try to break the lock open.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
Must be higher than.
Then a last one I got was like 22.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I have thieves' tools that Bo gave me.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a couple of lockpicks.
Fucking stop! Get it in the box! We're rolling that one since you don't want to cooperate.
Me when it's not in the box.
I'm using a lucky point.
Hey, you.
I'm God. What is 28?
28.
Please, I rolled a natural 20!
Okay.
Please
This isn't
let
Jeopardy.
that be
You
enough.
don't need to.
It's
What
20.
is 28?
Sorry, I was trying to ask, like, what is 20 plus 8? Wait a minute, 28, and it just came out all at once.
So the DC was 27.
Oh my fucking
Um,
God.
As you begin to do the lock, and then you feel it. You feel the wire that you're about to touch, and very deftly you manage to go around it and unlock it and not trip the trap on this chest. The
I'm
DC
so
was
cool.
27 to not do the trap. The DC was 25 to unlock the chest.
Yeah.
So you and the padlock kind of just opens.
After, like, not getting it for, like, the first and second time, Agnes is like, breaking into jail, breaking into jail, breaking into jail, breaking into jail. I can't find my fucking dice. What's in this fucking box, dude? I don't even care at this point. I just... Jesus.
So you open it, and you don't manage to set off the trap. On the top of it, you see that there are 3 red beads, and you recognize these because one of them was thrown at you. These are beads of fireball. And that was the trap.
Shit.
You can immediately tell that if you didn't succeed well,
I'd be
everything
fucked.
in this room and that chest would
Be
be
fucked.
ashes.
Okay.
Yeah. So inside the chest is something wrapped in cloth. And
Okay.
it feels a little bit warm. Not warm. Fucking. What's the opposite of warm?
Cold?
Jesus Christ!
Paul, come on.
What is wrong with me?
It's okay, bud.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
It's
guys.
okay. It's okay.
It's not. It's all words all the time.
Oh my god.
How do you do these things?
What's the opposite of war?
Shut up.
Viewers, I want you to know that this man does like fucking physics problems and like calculus and shit.
He's so fucking smart.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Such a smart
It's
guy.
okay. The
And then
ball
he
is
does shit
cold.
Like this.
It's okay, bud.
It's a cold ball.
It's a cold ball.
Alice, it's a cold ball
It's a great cold ball.
wrapped in cloth.
Can I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just kind of like move the cloth with it, like just in case it's some kind of magical bullshit.
Okay.
Um.
It's wrapped pretty tightly.
Okay, I guess we'll just like pick and prod until I can just off the thing.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Can I like pull it back and then like out of the way of the chest just in case it's another like thing?
Yeah, you can. Inside the chest, you see. You're not sure what this is. But as you kind of like tear the cloth away, it's an orb,
It's a ball.
and it's kind of like flecked. It's like flecked with copper, and it looks almost like chitinous.
Like, what? Excuse again? Chitinous?
Chitinous, yeah.
Like insecty chitinous?
A little. You can't really tell. It's it's not. You don't know. Chitinous in that it's kind of shiny and it looks.
Okay, he's just gonna poke it very delicately and cast Identify.
Identify as the effect.
What the fuck? Okay.
Reminds you vaguely of a crab. That's all you get from Identify.
We're just gonna like when I touched it, did it have like any kind of like certain texture or like did it move?
Yeah, it feels a little bit scaly.
Ooh.
It's just like it didn't move. No,
Is it like
but
squishy at all?
It's a bit squishy. It's a bit squishy. Yeah.
Ew. Why would this be in a chest? Baby-proofed shit. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it back in the cloth and just like
Okay.
tie it
As
off.
you kind of pick it up and begin to wrap it in cloth, you feel a soft.
Like a heartbeat?
Like a heartbeat.
This is an egg. This is
It's
an
an
egg.
It's a dragon egg.
We're just gonna toss it into the ocean. No, we're not tossing it into the ocean. I'm joking.
Oh my god.
We're gonna wrap it up. And I'm gonna do a sending to Bo. And I'm gonna be like, hey, I found an egg.
Yes,
Think it's a bug. It's alive. Not sure what to do with it. Was in chest, heavily trapped. Bye.
What kind of heavily trapped? Well, how the fuck do you know it's an egg?
Because of the fucking heartbeat that I have on it,
Is
motherfucker.
that it? Is that it? Is that the message?
Is it?
That's it. That's the tweet. All right.
I'm gonna very gingerly like set it down on the bed, and like do the little the wrap on it again.
Okay.
What else is in this chest?
That's it.
That's it? That's the whole thing?
That's it.
Can I try to grab the fireball pearls out of it? Is there a way that I can just like undo the trap and whatnot
You
to
can
like?
try. Yeah, you can try.
Can I incite my ability to be able to
No.
try to do this? Fuck!
Am I good enough?
Am
It's
I?
up to you, man.
Would it be a sleight of hand, or would it be like how well does this look like it's made?
It's going to be 3 rolls. I can tell you that much. And 2 of them will be made at disadvantage. This isn't an easy thing to disarm.
Mm-hmm. I figured as much. What do I think would happen if I cut the wire?
You don't know.
Okay.
This trap is like, it's almost something out of a fairy tale. It's hard to tell.
Okay, we're just gonna leave it alone then.
Okay.
Definitely gonna take wrapped egg. I don't know what I'm gonna,
What are you gonna do with
it.
the egg, Alex? You're
I'm
gonna throw it in your bag of holding like a fucking hoarder?
Yeah, eventually, absolutely. I'm gonna try to call over Daenerys if I can see her.
Daenerys is not on deck.
Okay. I'm still gonna shout that way anyways. I have a thing! I don't know what it does! I don't know what it is!
So, Rue
It's
and Daniel
probably
wouldn't want
dangerous.
to hear you.
Oh.
I have a
okay,
thing!
If it's put it.
I have a joke.
I have a thing!
About to say that.
Daniel will walk over and, like, seeing the door to the captain's cabin open, he's like, oh,
It's
my gods.
it's bug-ish. It beats like heart. I think it's an egg.
After that, Bo walks up and just says, "What? It has a heartbeat? What do you mean?"
It has a, like I said, when I messaged you, I figured you'd come up deck, but I guess not. Fuck me, I guess. It has a heart
Not
beat.
what-
I tried to cast Identify and it didn't do anything. You want to make an omelet?
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh.
joking.
my
I'm kidding. I'm
God,
kidding. I'm
no.
kidding. I'm kidding. Do I throw it into the sea? Also kidding.
Magnus.
Also kidding. What do I do with it?
Magnus.
It's beating and it's in my hand and it's slightly squishy.
Where did you put? Okay, if it's squishy, it means it's probably freshly hatched. So put it down.
No, I think it's still an egg.
Gently.
So,
Can we
as you
keep
guys
it?
are
Was
arguing,
laid.
Daniel has, his mouth is just like agape.
Can we keep it?
It's
Like a pet?
true.
What's true?
The story.
Can you
It's-
tell me the full story? Because I feel like I'm missing a lot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna name you Roderick.
it,
No, that's a stupid
it's
name.
about, so, a long time ago, a group of adventurers set out to go find a treasure. And it's sort of a cautionary tale because along the way they ran out of food. The tale goes that they found the treasure, but they didn't have enough space on their ship, so they traded the food for it. On the way back, they all got so hungry that they started eating each other.
That checks out.
That's the long and short of it, but that's a troll egg.
Troll egg.
Yeah, nasty beasts. They're giants. They're huge. As far as I know, they don't exist. And yet, the story says that they found the troll egg, and they were gonna summon.
Oh. That's concerning. Okay.
How did you describe that again?
Troll egg?
Troll. What a troll is.
It's like a giant. Real mean, nasty, stupid. They like to live in places that just are dark and dismal and gross. And they can regenerate, if I remember correctly. The adventurers, they fought the mother of the troll, the mother of, well, and cut off an arm, and it grew right back. The only way to kill it was to light it on fire.
That's interesting. Where did they come from? Like, where were they sailing to? Where was the supposed treasure at?
They never say in the story. I mean, it's a story. Why? There's no hard details.
I guess with everything that we have clearly seen, it is not just a story, so I thought maybe there'd be more details.
Well, forgive me, Rue, but I've lived my entire life on the waves, and I've never even heard of this being remotely true.
I mean, to be completely fair, he also thought that there was a possibility that Fijian wasn't going to exist, and here we are.
Either way, there's nothing that I know about the story that could point you in a direction. I mean, it ends with them eating each other. It doesn't go on. It doesn't say what happened. It just stops. It's a story mothers tell their children so that they don't go out on the waves.
So are we keeping the egg?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I'm gonna call it rum.
Can you
It has
just-
copper flakes in it.
Just put it down.
Put it
For now.
back. Put it back where you found it. For
Put
now.
that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
There we go.
Is it
I mean,
dangerous?
in the story, the troll is dangerous, yes. It killed half of them.
Yes, put it back.
Okay. We'll go put it back in the chest. Leave the chest
For your
open,
own
but
safety.
put the egg back in the chest, just like, okay, there you go. Don't know what you are, never got an answer. Sleep tight.
It's a troll.
Sleep tight, don't kill me.
Lovely.
Yeah, so Magnus, you would probably hear Bo shouting it's a troll egg.
What do I know about trolls? Do I know anything about trolls?
Dick Deadly.
Cool.
It's my favorite news reporter.
God damn
Dick
it.
Deadly on the case.
Diddley on the scene.
But you said it
Um,
had copper in it or something?
It's got copper-colored flakes on it. It's
Oh, okay.
almost like
Like
freckles.
spots? Okay.
Yeah, spots.
Oh my god.
What are we gonna do whenever we get back to the reliquary? Do we just keep it on that ship?
I'm gonna call it Ditan.
Sell a ship with a dangerous troll egg on it?
I mean, again, I don't think anybody really knows what a troll is, so you could probably make a pretty bomb-ass omelet with it, like Magnus was suggesting.
Yeah, but
That feels so unbelievably wrong. Very wrong. We are not entertaining the idea.
It's
I'm
either
not
that or you can keep it and hatch
into-
it and have a little troll following you around.
Oh, I don't want that either.
we can't be. Us of all people should not be responsible for a damn troll.
Oh, you're so right.
We are not the people to do that, and and he's like kind of gesturing to everyone. Do any of you know a zoologist in any way?
I don't know what that word means.
It's someone who studies animals and studies how to keep them safely in captivity.
It's not an animal, it's a monster.
Okay, but it hasn't been hatched yet. It needs time to grow. It needs a person. It's going to have a personality.
They eat
That's not.
people. They don't have personalities. They're not smart enough.
So do wolves, and we domesticated them into dogs.
And how many thousands of years did that take, apparently?
A long ass time, but that doesn't mean this thing can't be a start.
Wasn't too long.
You're 36,000 years old.
Yeah, Rue, you lived through it.
You were probably around when Uncle Unga Bunga decided to look at the big dog.
What the hell?
You were
Jesus
around when Great Uncle
Christ.
Unga Bunga decided it was a good idea to go up to the big puppy and pet it.
Oh, shit.
But still, this thing could be a start, and even then, we can't just kill it. It hasn't
Why?
even been raised. It's not even alive.
To be fair,
Yeah, it's not
Daniel,
alive,
you-
so there's no
Daniel-
point in not killing it.
you yourself said that you didn't even know trolls existed anymore, right?
Not anymore. They never existed, as far as I know.
Exactly. So maybe everything that you've heard about trolls is just hearsay.
Besides, Leonard Roll's quite a tiny part of the world.
If the story is true,
Mhm.
and he points to the ship,
Mhm.
that is the ship.
Mhm.
That's a troll egg.
Mhm.
If we're banking on the idea that the story is true, which you put out there,
Mhm.
the troll that they fought slaughtered them,
Mhm.
and it doesn't matter if it's not like, oh, nobody knows what a troll does,
Mhm.
because the story explicitly says
Mhm.
the troll kills people. And
Are they still standing
Right.
in like the same spot that they were talking to me at?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can
You
I-
totally hear them too.
Okay.
Can I
It's
also-
definitely-
What if we take it
Can I
back?
mention?
Take it back.
Oh, what if we take it back?
Take it back where?
Fucking adult troll.
Well,
I'd also like
they
to
they
bring
don't
up-
they don't say where it is.
Oh. Just a thought. I'm gonna go back to
I'd
fucking
like
around.
to bring up a point that perhaps the troll attacked the sailors because the sailors barged in and tried to take a troll egg.
You don't
And
even
that
know
was
the
a
story. You're
mother?
making assumptions.
Well, sure, but I'm
troll
basing it
attack-
off
What's
of
the
what
story?
The troll attacks their ship. They retaliate. They find the troll egg. That's the treasure.
sounds like it could be an unreliable narrator sort of thing. Maybe the ship could attack the troll retaliates,
Don't
ship
know what
wins,
that
take
means.
the egg. Ship story wrong. Details left out.
Why would, if everything else is right, why would that be the case?
Well, they weren't very smart. They traded their food for an egg, so.
Magnus, is it heavy?
Is it heavy? Was it heavy? I put it on the bed.
No.
Was it heavy?
Not really. I mean, it's 20 pounds max.
No, like 20 pounds maybe.
I mean,
Is it supposed to be
fair,
heavy?
Daniel.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a couple hundred.
Oh, it's
So
little.
they had to get rid of the food.
It's small. It was in a box.
Is it a?
It was in a box, and the box was a bitch to open, and I opened it, and I found this.
Well, yeah, that's.
The box has fireball pearls on it.
In the story, the egg is huge and
It's this big.
heavy.
It's this big. I'm holding it above my head. It's this big. I'm small and weak. It's this big.
I don't know.
No
It's your
offense
egg.
to agreeing
You
with that.
decided to do with it.
Can we keep it?
Okay. Oh. Let's talk before we make any
We can name him
decisions.
Datum.
Please go put it back. Please.
God damn it, I can't have shit in this house. Go put it back on the bed.
Mom, can we get McDonald's?
Mom, can
Says
we keep
Magnus,
this?
the
Can
person
we-
with the most legendary or magical items.
I just want the troll. Can I just have the pet troll that'll probably kill
Lothric,
us
what
in
are you
our
doing?
sleep?
Get off your fucking phone! I see you over there, motherfucker.
Oh!
I was looking through
Hey,
something.
what
Okay, I'm sorry.
you mean? That's what you sound like.
I think Lothric would finally emerge from below deck, pale and extremely exhausted.
Oh god.
And as he's walking, he'll stop and like doze off and then snap awake again and continue.
Okay.
What's with all the yelling? You guys are giving me a fucking headache.
Whoa.
You
Dude, you
look
do not look good.
considerably worse. I told you to
Go
get
back
good
to
rest.
bed.
Did you not listen?
I did, and I slept.
Did you?
He can't get good rest. He's got the same thing.
But at the same time, I couldn't sleep. Because I had another one of those visions last night.
Lothric, is it worth continuously exhausting yourself, or do we need to try what we did with Dan?
I'm
Hey,
honestly not sure.
I feel great. Like, everything, the wound's almost healed. I'd put it on the table. Have you, like, talked to him? Do you know his name? Is it a he?
No. It's a he, but I don't know his name. He told me last night he wasn't expecting me and Lothric gestures to himself. I don't know what that means.
Maybe wasn't expecting to...
Dude.
Odd response.
I'm not smart enough, man. So.
That's all he said. That's all I got. So, I mean, anything's on the table, really. If you feel like running me through with the sword is a good idea, then so be it.
I mean, it's up to
Actually.
you.
What do you guys think?
Hey, Magnus.
Ah! What?
Cole, I want to try something.
What do you want to try? Alice, fix your input sensitivity.
No.
I'm gonna
it's
go up to
fine.
Lothric and just say,
It's at max.
Turn it
I
down.
have a spell that might be able to help you in some small way. But in order for that to probably work, in order for Sanctuary to work, in your dreams, I think you're gonna have to be asleep.
So you're gonna have to knock me out? Because I don't think
No.
I'll be able to...
I'm not
Wait
gonna knock
another
you
day.
out. You want me to knock you out? I can knock you out.
I mean, whatever gets me put to sleep.
I mean, you could just try to.
Because it's a
sleep,
fight
right?
to
If
stay
you're-
awake now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you just try to go to sleep, you'll fall asleep for sure.
Go back to sleep, Lothric. We will try and help you the best that we can. But clearly this is something you need to face. There's no BS that can kind of get this out of this, and you in particular.
Yeah, because I've ran out of options. I've tried reaching out to my god, but my connection is broken.
Do you trust
So
me
if
enough?
you feel like... Well, of course I trust you. Why wouldn't I, after everything we've been through?
'Cause I might have to run you through.
Well, if that's what you think is the right idea, then do it.
I'm gonna look around before I do that, like just should I do this? Because clearly Daniel's recovered, but
Jam kind of just shrugs and it worked for me.
Are we? You said you're gonna try a spell first.
I'm gonna try a spell whenever he's knocked out.
Okay. Don't.
What spell?
Sanctuary.
What's it do?
You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a
Is
failed
that the
save,
spell
the
scroll you have?
I don't have a spell scroll.
I also... Well, if you're talking about the Sanctuary spell, Lothric reaches into his pack and hands Bo a scroll.
Okay, yeah, I was
I
like,
have-
I'm pretty sure somebody has one of those.
I have that exact spell
Well,
in a
now
scroll.
we have more. Now we have more charges of it if need be.
I
Can
don't.
Magnus hear us?
Magnus
I
is
don't know if
on the
that's gonna
floor,
help.
like
Don't know.
laying on his stomach, like
He's just
hand on his
poking the
things,
egg.
back of the feet. No, he's laying on the floor on his stomach, just like working on the cipher. Just like feet kicking. Just minding his
Magnus.
own business.
Need your judgment on something.
What? What do you want?
Running out of options, and I
Pop up
think I
on my
might
knees.
have to run Lothric through.
Like the thing with Daniel?
Yep.
Do it. He seems fine. Wait. Hang on. Pause. What if we dropped him
Pause then.
instead of stabbing him? Because Daniel looks like shit. No offense, buddy. What if we dropped him instead? Because
What?
Vision did say that was another option.
I feel great.
Dropped him. What do you
Actually,
mean?
I should interject. Daniel's wound is healing considerably faster. His wound actually looks great. So,
Isn't that because he's a fucking fire?
Boil blood.
But that, thank you.
Does your wounds heal really fast?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They heal abnormally fast.
Yeah, that's why I'm not, dying of blood loss.
See, but
that
Lothric's
does
not
make
one of
sense.
those. But Lothric's a person of
Lothric
the
is not
storm,
one of those.
so we don't know.
Yeah,
Right.
Lothric's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well,
We could drop
I think-
him.
Lothric.
Dropping him could cause injuries that I can't really see, so I
Mother.
wouldn't know how to heal without using
Well,
a
I mean-
spell.
I
And,
mean, hang
you
on,
know,
hang on.
That would just be
We
counterproductive.
could always poison him.
Let's not
No.
do that. No, I don't
No.
really.
But
Why not?
I mean, we could drop him and the shock from the fall, and then we catch him before he lands on something.
That's
That's-
not how falls work.
That's not how.
Yeah, and if I fall on one of you, I might crush you.
Okay.
We could
That's
just
also
toss
right.
you into the water.
Not. No,
So I think
you can be quiet. You don't have any good ideas right now.
Stab him,
think-
I guess.
stabbing me
Magnus.
would be the
Magnus.
best bet.
Okay.
If it helped Daniel, it might help me, but we'll have to see.
Okay.
So with
Lothric?
that, Lothric is going to, like, undo his armor, and it falls with a thunk on the
Did
deck
he
of the
sleep in
ship.
his armor?
No.
Does he have
Not-
an armor on?
2 points of exhaustion.
Yeah, but he didn't. He doesn't sleep in his armor now
Why would he have his armor
Anymore.
on?
because he
him
put
as
it
a
on.
routine.
Yeah.
I
Puts
refuse
it on
to
to
believe
feel
that he
sexy.
was awake enough to put his
People
armor
can
on.
have routines, Cole.
I just. All right,
Please.
fine. Yeah, sure.
Lothric,
All right.
my dad.
Well,
Hold on. My pa told me it's Hamian tradition to have a weapon in your hands, where you either die or you're wounded.
Just stab him.
Oh, hold on.
Ugh.
Pick up your
I'm
long sword or your great sword, or whichever you prefer, and hold it in both of your hands.
Can I try to
Oh,
throw a
I'm
dagger
sorry.
at Lothric while they're arguing? I'm joking mostly, but if I
Okay.
could, I'm gonna.
What'd you say?
How much is the distance? Do I think I could throw a dagger at Lothric?
Yeah, you could. It's like 40 feet, like up. Like that's about it.
No. Just. No. It's okay.
Yeah, which one? Yeah, whichever one you prefer.
yeah, and Lothric's just gonna hold his great sword, and he's gonna look at all of you, and he's gonna look at Rue. Just try to help me if I get out of hand, okay?
I will do my absolute damnedest to make sure you don't die.
Thank you. And with that, Lothric's gonna take a deep breath, exhale, and he's going to basically stab himself through right in the chest.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna run you through, but all right.
Well, you. Lothric has 53 hit points, so
It's also still just a great sword and a long sword.
Lothric, you take your fucking greatsword. Like having somebody else help you because it's long enough. You can't like
Huge.
fucking seppuku it
huge.
yourself. You take it and you and you're like, ow, and then
Oh,
you're
no.
like, I have so much more to go.
Oh
Because
no!
you take-
Bo walks up.
You take, I don't know, fucking.
Do you
You
want me
take
to
10
roll my
points of
dice?
damage. No, I'll roll it for you. You take 10 points of damage, so you're down to 43.
And then I guess Lothric will hand Bo his longsword.
Oh my god, we are not passing around this thing to take a stab at Lothric like it's...
Like a fucking pinata.
I was gonna say that, but Rue doesn't know what the fuck a pinata
Everybody
is.
gets a hit.
Bo's gonna drag the blade across his throat.
Okay.
Here, have AIDS.
How much does a longsword do?
A longsword does 1d8 plus 3 plus your 1d4.
And if you
Actually, it's a
two-hand
D6
it,
now.
it does 1d10.
Oh, it is a d6 now. You're right.
D10. Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
If you
Yeah.
throw it, or two-handed, yeah.
Yeah, if you
I'm gonna
two-hand
do
it,
it.
it's
I'm gonna use
1d10.
it two-handed.
All right.
Do I need to roll D20 for that, or? is he
No,
essentially
you can
prone
hit
at
him.
this point?
He's not moving.
Okay.
He just roll damage. And don't do it. The two big boys will do it. They'll cover it. It's fine.
I don't wanna watch it!
How much damage?
16.
Okay, so you take your own greatsword and or your longsword and then you fucking like a pincushion just straight into him. You take 16 points of damage, Lothric. It's not
At
enough.
27. Lothric will take his dagger.
Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage as you.
God, oh my god, you're making this so much worse for yourself!
I don't think this is working.
Well, you can't stop now. I mean,
Alright, I'm gonna strike him again with the fucking sword!
Oh my god,
okay, roll damage.
you're
God.
gonna cry.
Oh.
Lothric has 3 blades in him right now. It's like a fucking circus act.
I'll take out the long sword that Lothric let him use, and... Okay, 13. That's a
13 damage? Okay.
Still with the Crimson Rage.
So, Lothric, you take another hit, and you're like, oh! And, you still have 19 hit points left, I believe.
I was at 23 minus how much for the longsword?
13.
13? Okay, so 10.
Can I just choke him out for the last...
Oh my god, just stab, 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 die, motherfucker!
Do not.
Just die!
One wound. You want one wound. You
No.
put his hand on him, I will hurt you so
Oh
bad.
no, that's not what I'm trying to do. This is not a fun experience for me.
We
either.
are keeping this to one wound, do you hear me?
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
already 4.
it's already...
Yeah, I got 4 stab wounds in my body.
We're gonna
Is
keep
there-
it to that.
Okay.
Hit
What if you
again,
just
try a
pulled one
different
out
place.
and put
I
another one in?
I am not curing 5 stab wounds.
I'm not actually
Alright,
paying attention to
alright.
this.
Strangle.
How many hit points do you have left, Lothric?
10.
You're fucking lucky I rolled a 9.
We want him knocked.
We want him knocked?
I'm at 1.
He needs to be knocked out and unconscious. Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay, I hit him in the head with the fucking pommel of the sword.
You stab him, then you're just like, BAM! And Lothric, you just,
I take out every single blade just to make sure it's not in there still.
like the pincushion that Lothric is right now, you.
He's a beefy boy.
As he
can take a
begins
hit, I'll
to
give him
bleed
that much.
out on the floor, Lothric make a death saving throw because nobody stabilized you yet.
I got a 14.
Alright, that's a success.
And I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on Lothric.
Alright, and at that, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. So, we left off, nay, but 10 minutes ago. I keep forgetting to record our things, so that's fine. Right. Lothric just hit the deck of the ship, being knocked out as blades are drawn out of his body. Lothric, you slip into unconsciousness, and Rue manages to immediately stabilize you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Immediately, I'm gonna be like, oh, I need him into just one of the rooms so I can immediately dress the several stab wounds that you have given him.
Alright. And I pick up Lothric.
Roll strength check.
Yeetus!
He heavy.
18.
Yep, you fucking... and he starts bleeding on you.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go down below deck and pick the room that Lothric. I guess I don't really know which rooms Lothric's been staying in.
Bo knows.
Do you know where
Trying to
he's
say
been
something.
sleeping?
Cool.
He coming to me in the nighttime.
Anyways, what were you saying, Gru?
Man,
Would you-
go wow wow.
Would you know where Lothric's room is, perchance?
Yeah, I do.
So we don't do
And
that
he-
button, I guess.
What button?
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Air conditioner.
Bo, like, props open the door with his foot and walks Lothric into his room.
Okay.
And just lightly puts him down onto the bed.
Rue's gonna immediately start, like, dressing the wounds. Bo, can you please go get me a bucket of clean water, please?
Okay, so, Bo,
Clean water.
as you leave the room to go look for clean water, Rue, you are the only one that gets to witness this. Lothric, in his unconscious state, begins to glow. Very, very similar, although you weren't there for the night, very similar to the time that he almost died, where his skull was being crushed by a horrible monster. He starts to glow a very, very, very bright, radiant light. Lothric, you wake up in a very familiar setting. Around you, you are surrounded by rolling purple hills with a deep purple sky. A river flooded with light dashes through it behind you. You stand alone.
Just gonna look around. Will, are you here? Mom, Dad, anybody?
It's mostly silent. Apart from the occasional of the wind blowing through the purple grass over the hills, and the trickling and rushing water at your back, nobody appears. Not like last time. Eventually, though, you begin to feel anxious, a bit worried. When the bright day begins to fade. At the corner of your eye, you see almost the sky grow dark. The grass beneath your feet begins to wither and die. And as a thick, dense fog sets that blackness and tunnel vision in front of you. Almost like a tidal wave. The grass, the sounds, and the smell and the feel away from you begin to disperse. And in their wake, you see him fully. For the first time, standing about 6'1". His dark, dark eyes peer into yours. And through gritted teeth, he says, "Where am I?"
Well, you're in a realm that I've only entered a few times. I don't understand what it is or what it does. So I can't exactly tell you.
How do I leave?
You can't. I'm the only one that's able to come and go.
So that's it? I'm your prisoner now?
Pretty much. Now, are you gonna tell me what you want? Because we got all the time in the world.
Roll a deception check.
Got a 13.
Fine. I wanted the life back. Floated around that cursed island for 10 long, aggravating years. All I want to do is feel something again.
So you thought it would be a good idea to take my body as your own?
I never expected this.
Why were you trapped? What happened?
Fate? Cruel God? I have no idea. One thing I do know is that for as long as I'm here, I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
You can sure try, but I'm gonna tell you it's not gonna work.
I know it's working. I can already feel it. I can feel your body and your mind slowing down. I may not be able to get out of here, Lothric Vilhelm, but I can still affect you. I'm going to love tearing you apart.
Well, I'm gonna enjoy keeping you here, because you're not gonna hurt anybody else.
You watch as the dark, withering grass beneath your feet begins to recede. And soil it's converted into soil very quickly. Almost like the time here is passing at a measurable rate. And he takes a step towards you, and he says... There we go. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll strike when the time is right. Maybe that way, when I know more. I'll be able to look again. And as he says that, the thick fog closes in, and almost like feeling like you're locked in a small room, or you're caught in a wedge and you can't move, that claustrophobic feeling and anxiety and fear sets in, that primal instinct to just be able to move, and you're feeling you clench. And that's it. So, while that's happening, Magnus, what are you doing?
Cypher. I'm really interested in this egg.
Magnus?
I'm muted.
You're muted.
Manganese?
I know. I'm still working on the cipher because unbeknownst to me, I don't know that all of this has happened.
Are you cleaning the ship anymore?
Oh yeah. Well, when I'm not working on the cipher, I'm working on the ship. Just like sprucing it up, making it look nicer.
Okay. Roll
Like
a performance check for me.
Okay.
With advantage.
Cool. Am I proficient in cleaning ships?
You're proficient in being a pretty boy who likes pretty things.
Okay. What is it? Performance?
Yeah, performance.
Oh, fuck. 25.
Yeah, you like interior decorate this place. Like,
Yeah.
It looks completely different.
Like, there are a few benches that are, like, placed at angles and they look really nice. And I'm standing top deck, like...
Like,
This is a good
catty
ship.
corner, and you're like, yeah, damn.
Yeah. But, like, a barrel
You
next to
somehow
it, some
worked.
shit.
Yeah, you somehow worked to make the cobwebs a bit more spruced up.
Mm-hmm. I replaced them with, like, the shit that I found in the captain's quarters, just, like, draped around or some shit. Just, like, using the fancy sheets as, like, curtains.
I like the
right.
Lothric is having a bloodborne nightmare, and Magnus is over here playing housekeeper.
Magnus is playing Sims right now, just
I
like...
am a good cleaner.
Alright. It looks pretty okay. Now to
Okay,
go back to that fucking...
so-
what the hell is that word?
As you all continue to sail, it's not long until...
With my
Oh,
clean
go
water.
ahead.
Clean water for Lothric.
Yeah, you brought it back. You have clean water. It's okay.
That's such clean water.
I'm
Well,
working my magic. We're okay.
And at that point, I'm casting Sanctuary on him.
Okay, Sanctuary does nothing.
Oh.
I was trying to say that, but
It's just, there's no attacks. It's...
Well, I was hoping I would help him in the dream world in case he does fist the cuffs with the Shadow Man.
Yeah, but that's like all mental, dude.
Yeah, but I was hoping it would help.
So, as you guys continue sailing, eventually you hear Daniel kind of like shouting for you. He's just like, guys, land.
Land.
Land!
Ready?
oh really?
It's a reliquary?
Magnus, we had to stab Lothric like we did Daniel.
Okay.
I thought you were joking! What do you mean you stabbed Lothric?
We had to stab him because the same thing with Daniel. We had to get.
Is
Were
he
you guys on
okay?
the cipher page the whole fucking time? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried to
I
tell
mean,
you
looking at
that,
the camera the whole
and you
time.
told me to go fuck myself.
What are you talking about?
I told you we were still on the cipher page, and you told me to go fuck myself.
Because I was like, no, you said, quote, is the table still supposed to be the cipher?
Yeah.
After I had said, Alice, I'm making a new table, do you need it? I thought you were talking about that.
No.
Okay, well, apologies, that's my bad.
You told
I
me to go
guess.
fuck myself.
Go fuck yourself.
God damn it. No, I meant we were still on the cipher. Anyways.
The rest of you should also feel bad for not telling me that.
Is he
I
okay?
thought you knew.
It's your fault, not mine.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Is he okay?
We have a new map. We have a new tip.
Sure.
New map. Do I get to change
Yeah.
it
Still Spectre Island, by the way.
from thing to thing?
I know.
Oh no, it's not.
We're
Yo.
back.
What?
Oh my god, we're back. Wait, hold on.
Resolution, kick in. There you go.
Enhance.
It looks so cool.
Enhanced. I love it. Cole, you do a fantastic fucking job at these.
Thanks, man.
Hey, the tic-tac-toe board's back.
Yeah.
It's a little carving into the table.
It's carved into the table.
Not the
So-
fucking gold bars that we have from Bo that we still need to sell. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't have the chest anymore because it's all been converted into a higher form of currency, the gold bars. And also the ones that are branded, the 4 there are the ones that you have from those chaps.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So, you will begin to sail up the coast, as it's far distant in a way, still, maybe 20 miles. But you see the land of Livlicurica. And immediately you see the green, saturated life, teeming. Not like Spectre Island that had a rabbit here and there, or maybe a bush, but trees and birds. You hear birdsong coming off the coast, seagulls, as the waves crash along the bank. And it's not long until you're sailing up the coast of Green Grove, headed towards the city of Reliquary. Before you get there, is there anything you guys would like to do?
No, just making sure that Lothric is stable and making sure he's okay.
He's
I'm going
unconscious.
with Rue. And after she makes sure that he's alright, I'm just gonna tell him we made it. Not knowing if he's gonna hear it or not, but he just wants to tell him.
He's not in a coma, dog.
I know.
He's not gonna sleep.
I know. But
Okay.
he's also kind of in the middle of possibly fighting some magical shadow man.
The Bone Man.
No!
It's the bone man.
It's your Bone Man.
Okay. So. Yeah. I didn't write a description for this, so I'm just gonna wing
It. Go
for
for it,
the
bud.
rest of the session because I didn't have enough time to prep it all. So my apologies.
Didn't think you would get this far.
As Bo walks back up on the deck, he just has the realization of we're the first people to sail to Spectre Island and make it back. Okay, make it back okay. That's
Relatively, Lothric is dying.
whoa! We've heard much worse from back there. We're not. He's a different story.
I'm also on another ship.
Yeah, Daniel kind of like walks up to you, Bo, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess we are."
You sailed us to Spectre Island. You magnificent bastard. You sailed us to Spectre Island.
Well, I mean, I knew some of the Warways stuff already, so but you had the idea for the water thing, and Daenerys was
Yeah,
brilliant.
don't deflect. Please. Take some credit.
I don't have a sword to deflect anything with.
This man is gonna be dead with me. Take the credit where it's due.
I mean, yeah, it's...
You're about to see your daughter again. She's on that coast.
Oh god. Do I smell bad?
Yes, we all smell awful.
Okay,
You've been on the ship for 2 weeks.
6 bats, and as he says that, you watch as the different unseen servants begin to go off to warm some bath water for you all. Daenerys is
Even
definitely
Loth-
getting a big bird bath. Yes, even Lothric.
You should probably watch that.
Drown.
Yes, Alan.
He's just like
I'm on a
face
different
down
ship.
in a tub.
How does Magnus get a bath on a different
He's
ship?
like floating slightly.
Is that else?
I'm on a different ship. How do
Ooh.
you get bath on different ship? Just trudge up
So-
seawater and just dump it on myself.
You, as you're kind of like sitting there working on the cipher, cleaning up a bit, dusting, you watch as 2 unseen servants just and float slowly down to your ship, and as soon as they hit your ship, they collapse. There's a full bath with warm water in it.
And soap.
And so,
Soap.
I don't have any soap on the boat, sorry.
thanks. Are you okay? I hope so. I don't want to take a bath out in the open.
You can move the tub.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the tub, just like drag it, just across the fucking
Oh, you just cleaned that. Now
It's
there's no
fine.
scratches on the plank.
It's fine.
Oh no!
Oh no.
There's 3 planks missing where you guys destroyed that part of the ship anyway.
There's like a really bad bowed like area on the ship where Magnus is like taking apart a barrel and putting planks there instead.
It's like
It's like really
Okay.
like
It's
either
like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, it's like multiple boards hammered together.
it's poorly done. I'll take a bath.
Okay, so you
Oh
can
my
all
god,
clean up.
clean.
Yeah.
Nobody look
Lothric.
at my wee wee.
Who's bathing Lothric?
I'm sorry.
Who's bathing Lothric?
The unseen servants can bathe him.
Okay.
Yay.
Who gets to see Lothric's schween?
Well, actually, no, he didn't give that order, and Rue wouldn't know that she could give them orders, so you're gonna have to bathe Lothric.
Oh God, no.
I'll do it if you don't.
No, I've got it. I'm the
I can do it. I want to touch his peen, not you.
All right, you call dibs.
I thought Magnus was the whore. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck. Alright.
Lothric wakes up in bed.
Lothric
What?
is going to wake up fully naked and like strung out to dry or some shit. Like...
From the rigging, just like laundry day, just
From like
like gross.
So,
like the chain that we connected the two boats.
Like a little laundry line. I'm fucking dead. Oh god.
okay, Rue. How do you want to bathe Lothric?
I don't know.
Is it
how
a
you
medicine
say
check or a sleight of hand? How
What are-
deftly.
what
How
are
are
you-
you feeling?
Are there conditions that you are? So you're stripping him down, obviously.
the-
But
Yes,
what's your process?
the process.
How naked do you
Gently
get him before you
after
throw him in
we
the
are
tub?
Boxers on in the bath.
boxers on in the bath. But we'll do that. Sure.
We just tell him that he peed
Um,
himself.
That won't be the thing on his mind whenever he wakes up.
He'll be like, I got molested.
I was raped.
Oh god.
That's why the pants are staying on. So,
So you're
Go.
leaving his underwear on, is what you're
yes.
saying. Okay, the
Please
worst
do.
and grossest part of him you're not gonna clean. As a medicinal person, I have to call it into question because
No,
technically,
you're right. No, you're right.
Wait, do you think the
No, you're
unseen
right.
servants could bathe him?
Yeah,
but
we
she
wouldn't
wouldn't know
We wouldn't know.
give them that order.
Alright, yep, we're just gonna strip Lothric completely naked, sure.
Oh
Butt
my
ass
God.
naked. Put him, like, lightly, not gonna, like, just yeet that man into the tub.
Throw him.
Like,
Strength
lightly.
check.
Throw him.
Oh, Lothric, I'd like to
20,
apologize.
throw him.
Yeah.
Throw him. Bonk his head.
Lothric loses like 5 teeth.
Oh, great. I got you wanna go fishing?
The six.
What'd you roll?
Okay. Oh no. So you like
I should've
try
asked
to
for help.
you're trying to
should've-
shoulder him. He's like 200 pounds, and
I'm so sorry.
eventually you're just like fuck it, and you start rolling him into the tub, and he and a lot of the water gets
Floating,
everywhere.
like, face down in the tub.
Your dress is incredibly like damp and you're soaked. He is in the tub though, and most of the water stayed in. His cock and balls is definitely submerged, so you're good there.
Booty cheeks.
Oh
Is he
my
face up
God.
or face down?
The radiant
He's
cheeks.
face up.
Okay, okay. Is he
Not letting him
drowning?
drown. He's not drowning.
Alright, I get to expose my radiant cheeks.
The squats that he
We've
does
seen
every
every
day.
inch of you now. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna wash him. We're gonna make sure, you know.
We're gonna watch him.
Roll a medicine check, and
Okay.
then roll a sleight of hand check to
Oh my
avoid.
God. The wound.
No, not the wound.
His wee wee.
Talking about
Different
I know
wound.
if you're doing
Okay.
okay, Zoe.
Oh my god.
Roll to avoid the wee wee.
Fun
That-
fact, Lothric has a 12-inch thingy.
I don't want to
Because
hear it.
I-
9, 10, 11, 12.
rolled
Did we pre-roll this? I think we've rolled this.
We have.
good.
We're not gonna talk about that. That a 14 on medicine
Okay.
and a natural 20 for sleight of hand, baby.
Yeah,
That's
by
not
the
a
way,
good
audience,
thing.
we rolled for dick size.
That's not a good thing.
No,
Graphs.
that's not a good thing.
The whole
Oh,
How is
wee
that not a
wee.
good thing?
Because
that
you're
Definitely
trying.
on them huevos.
The sleight of hand check was to determine how well you wash his privates.
So
The medicine
very-
check was to determine how well you wash the wound. You fucking like full on
Lift it underneath, gets the taint in
Yeah,
between
you
everything.
get the gooch. You're like
Lothric's
you do it
gonna wake
fast,
up.
too.
Lothric's gonna wake up and his asshole has never been cleaner.
You like
Squeaky.
fucking
Ghost
you
wipe.
open and just like and Lothric doesn't feel a damn thing.
Oh my god. Lothric, someone had a
Show
death
me on
grip
the doll where
huevos,
the mean
homie.
elf touched you.
Lothric is gonna wake up.
Expected very true.
Lothric's gonna wake up clean as hell and he's gonna be like, "Who touched my wing? Who touched my wee wee?"
My wing.
I
Bro,
expect a very good
due to
thing,
your
too.
natural 20, we can say that you've had experience doing this in your village, probably helping out people like
Bathing old people.
just who bathing old people or like people who couldn't bathe themselves due to the war, that kind of
Right.
thing. Yeah, you don't even have you don't take the time to look, you don't take the time to inspect. You're just like bam, 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 done. He's clean. You're good.
You're soaked.
Roll another strength check to get him out of the tub.
Just pick up the tub and just dump him out.
I'm not that strong enough either.
He's gonna get splinters and his stab wounds.
Good.
No!
He got possessed.
16.
It's okay.
That's a
16?
16.
You do manage to actually like get your arms under his and like fucking
A fireman's carry.
pull him out, and then lay him down, and you begin to redress him after he dries. You are still soaked, though, so
That's okay. That's
Your
fine.
sheer angry nurse strength.
you're like, motherfucker.
Quit working out, fuck!
Quit working out.
Oh, I've got 120 pounds of muscle.
120 pounds my ass. Yeah.
Okay, so after that,
This
so
is hefty,
Rue got a
too.
tub too in the same room?
No, you each have your own individual rooms below decks.
Okay, cool. So Rue's gonna. Where's Bo?
Bathing.
He's
Above
a-
deck.
You're
I'm
bathing
waiting
above
above.
deck,
Waiting.
waiting. Okay.
Okay. Rue's gonna go up to the deck and be like, "Hey, Bo."
Besides, Cole, it wouldn't matter. Everyone's seen all of that because of the Christmas episode.
You all forgot about that.
We don't
We
remember
did, that
seeing
was
Bo
fun.
naked. And it hasn't happened
Oh,
since.
haven't I gotten naked since that happened?
Nope.
Yeah,
Well-
your clothes disappeared, but the chaps remain.
Yeah, and there was including the
fair-
fucking on. Hey,
Chaps don't cover.
Chaps don't cover the,
Yeah.
the
don't
crotch.
cover that.
They just cover
Anyways.
your legs. Anyways.
Anywho, do you mind? I would like to take my bath. Do you think you would mind just watching over Lothric for just a moment to make sure that nothing of his condition changes?
You okay?
I've seen things.
No!
I've seen things.
Horrible, horrible
Can
thing.
we make that the thumbnail, please? And really-
Rue's seen things.
I've seen
Are you
things.
okay? I've seen things.
Wait, hear me out, hear me out. It's Rue, but with like the "you got games on your phone" face. Just
Oh god. Oh god. I don't know if I can do that much.
Bo
Jesus.
walks down to where Lothric is. And is he in a bed or is he just lying
He's on his
flat
cot.
on it?
He's on his
He's
cot.
on
Okay.
the cot.
Is he
I covered
naked?
him up. No, I covered him up.
No, he's wearing his clothing. He's wearing
Okay.
clean clothes.
Okay.
But as
Just
you do
don't
walk down there and you watch him, Lothric, you wake up feeling real different.
How different?
Pretty
Different.
fucking different. Like you had
Like clean different or like?
clean different, yeah. Not like you were
Okay.
touched in the wrong places. I mean, you were.
Okay, so
You were clean.
I'm still
What about-
tired.
What about possession wise?
You're not tired. You can take away a point of exhaustion.
Oh God, thank you.
Am I gonna have to do that every time you need some fucking sleep?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I feel weird.
Not
How
doing
the
that.
fuck?
Why am I clean?
Where's my armor?
It's right there. Hun, relax.
Hun.
Shut up.
I feel clean.
Hun.
Yeah,
Who
the
bathed?
unseen servants bathe you.
All right then. Well, they did a pretty damn good job.
Are you okay?
No, fuck that. I deserve a thank you.
He said,
I thought you wouldn't want to be a
You're bathing! You're not in the room! You're not in the room!
good job.
I want to thank you!
Anyways.
All right
Well.
then. Well,
Good news,
Are we-
Blondie. Guess where we are.
where?
Dead.
Just said get. Reliquary. We're back at Reliquary.
Oh, that's fantastic. But
Back.
all right
Come
then.
on, man.
Well, we best be off. I feel better. I'm not as tired.
How are his wounds? Do I see any? Like, can I like gently lift his blanket off his chest, see if there's any still like?
He's wearing clothing.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah,
Show
you
me
can
your
check his
boobies.
wounds though if you want to.
I'm gonna check his like. I'm gonna check like the stitches and everything.
All right, roll a medicine check, and while that's happening, Rue, oh, you're taking a bath.
I'm taking my bath. I'm taking my
roll-
clothes are bleached to the eyes.
Yeah, roll a d20 to see if you can forget about what just happened.
Gladly, here we go.
Roll
That's a
damage.
natural one.
Oh no!
It, much like the trauma you've already been through, it is sticking with you. You're
It's
never
burnt into our retinas.
you don't know how to feel about what just happened, what you just saw, but there's some things going on. What'd you get, Kip?
I rolled a natural 20 on my medicine check.
You very quickly undress his wounds. He's not healing nearly as fastly as Daniel, from what you've heard. His wounds are still very, very hurtful and harming. That being said, Lothric, you do go up to 1 hit point.
Awesome.
At that point, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Wait, no, shit. I don't have that as a. I don't have that. Crap. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought I had that as a cantrip.
You do have a potion of minor healing you can give him. That
I'm
he
gonna
gave
give him
you
that.
from his rag.
I'm handing him that.
All right, thank you. It's
You-
like 1d4, right?
1d4 plus 4, I think.
You are not gonna be moving very quickly, and you are also not gonna be doing any fighting. Are we clear?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Thank you.
We'd probably get up deck slowly. And we are gonna go back to we're gonna step inside a reliquary. And you and I are gonna have some fucking drinks.
All right then. Well,
Rue's
Probably
gonna
won't
yell,
drink
like,
as
out
much
of her
as
room,
you.
please don't drink alcohol while you are injured.
got
We're gonna
it. It's
We're
understood.
gonna get you. We're gonna get you some water. I'm gonna have a drink.
Poe. I love Poe as a character so much. All right.
Can I get an
So
inspiration for that?
no, fuck you.
Damn it.
And I'm gonna use 35 of my lay on hands to heal myself.
Okay. It only heals you for about 18. You're still incredibly exhausted. You have near fatal wounds. It's not gonna do. The way healing magic works is it plays on the body's ability to heal itself. It just
Okay.
accelerates the progress. And you've been through a hell of a lot of exhaustion. You don't have a lot of stamina to heal yourself yet.
Guess Lothric will go up top with Bo.
Alright, we're gonna take a 5-minute break because I gotta piss. So, as you all go on above deck, and Magnus, you're still working on your cipher.
I'm sitting in the I'm sitting in the captain's quarters and everything, being all about it.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling on the waves as they crash against the boat, and the wind blowing and puffing into the sails and keeping them full, you sail up the coast of Green Grove, passing the dense, thick forest to your right, the large, somewhat still green sea of the Laquarian Sea coming into view finally as the light shimmers off the moving waves. Eventually you start to enter the coast of the Reprieve. Less dense forest, scattered here and there, rolling hills, and far and away in the distance you see a large build-up from a hill and then a drop-down, and then the spires of 3 towers rise as the capital city of Alathor catches your eye. The lights are the light reflecting off the windows and the glass of the city. Moving further still, rolling up into a little bit thicker portion of the forest, coming up to, you see far and away, the docks of Reliquary. But that's not the thing you notice. Things have changed quite a bit, actually. First and foremost, Bo, you notice that the town has been almost fully repaired as you get closer. I don't know why the music got really ominous.
Yeah, it was really scary.
That scared me.
I
was scared.
was like, I was stressed.
The town's been almost fully repaired. The river running through Reliquary provides a lot of sustenance and a lot of life, but for these people, it provides challenges that they have learned and learned to overcome. In doing so, they know how to rebuild, and they did so in a very short amount of time. Magnus, the graveyard that you dug, about 200 graves each, and even some now are still kind of open. You can see that what was once dry, kind of dirt and sand and soil has become muddied pits for the ones that haven't been fully covered. But for each grave, there now exists a new sapling growing out from the covered dirt and mounds and headstones. It's almost like this entire forest belongs to the dead. Lothric, are you on your fucking phone right now?
I
You
was
want your
texting
fucking
a friend
phone right
about something to do with Alice's birthday gift.
Okay, that's forgivable. But next time.
I'll beat him up for you,
I'll
Cole.
fucking kill
I'll beat him up for you. I'll stick my finger in his ass for you.
Fuck me up.
you. Lothric, the chapel that you all entered isn't there anymore. And you seem to remember taking quite a bit of sugar and provisions from that chapel. What was there is now a new building. Kind of circular. It doesn't look like a temple, but it's strange. And it's still being built, still under construction. Rue, the medical tents that you had helped set up in the town center, away from the walls, torn down, and destroyed buildings, seems to have become something else. Instead of medical tents and healing places and tables and chairs and food and people, it looks like it's a new marketplace where people go about using the tents that you helped put up. They're now selling goods, wares, tools, trade. And lastly, you all see on a hill that are all pretty familiar with, considering that was the hill that you went down to head into Reliquary. Looks to be the foundations of a brand new fort. Blue stone laid in a large area around, large pallets of stone and armaments and wood are built there. And as the large galleon raises its sails and begins to make way to port and dock at the now revitalized town of Reliquary, you all begin to watch as residents start, initially one at a time, poking their heads out of doors, tents, windows, and they slowly start flooding out towards the docks until before you a huge crowd is gathered. So, you may all do as you wish.
That's
As,
a lot of people.
Galleon of docks.
I'm gonna send a message to Arnulf to let him know that we've made it. I'm gonna type that up and I'm gonna send it to you.
Paul, has Bo been given a chance to bathe, like, throughout all this, like, story?
Yeah, you
Okay,
were able
cool.
to bathe.
I'm clean. I'm not nasty.
Yes, you're clean.
Thank you. Needed that clarification. But as we see all the crowd of people, Bo's gonna take off his hat and wave with it.
You begin to wave, and they all recognize you. You're on a different ship, which they weren't expecting, but they begin cheering. The entire crowd begins to cheer and whistle, and it's immense. And you feel good.
This is very unexpected.
That's getting a hero's welcome. It was the first time.
Is Magnus just still stuck on another ship?
Magnus is currently still working on the cipher. Like, he's so hyper focused on this fucking thing. Like, in the
I would say
captain
that
quarters,
Magnus-
doors closed.
Magnus probably hears the cheering.
He probably. And he's like, the hell is that?
And I'm gonna go ahead and send my message.
Okay.
God, we're back.
We've made it ashore with minimal issues. Expect us in a few days. Any changes since the last message? That's the end.
Okay. Immediately, you hear back. No changes. Take your time. Things have gotten better. See you in a few days. Excusez-moi.
Have we pulled into the docks yet?
Yeah, you're fully docked. You're Daniel. The unseen servants are currently mooring the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna... Is there a way for me to get onto the other ship, to Magnus?
You could jump down. If you
Well,
wanted.
that's what I'm saying. Like, are they parked next to each other?
So,
I don't know. Is that...
The galleon pulled
Moored.
in like 4 first, so it's pointing towards the town.
Mhm.
The ship that you're hauling is behind it in the same way, so it's like a train.
I want to get onto the other ship, knock on the door.
Okay. So
Magnus.
Magus, you hear.
Yeah?
It's Bo.
Oh. Come in,
Open
I
the door.
guess.
She thought you actually knocked on the actual door.
I wasn't expecting, like, the sound effect of it, and I was like, I'm not answering.
Yeah, that was Cole. Yeah. It's me.
Okay.
Back. Come on.
He's gonna gather up all his papers, do, like, the little fold them, put it in his bag.
After, like, Magnus gets up and gets ready and all that, Bo hugs him.
Okay.
Thank you.
They're big. Why? He's doing that, like, really, really awkward, like, pat, like.
Please hug me back. We've been friends for long enough that you can hug me back.
I know, but it's still awkward when you do it, like, out of the blue like this. Like, at least give me a warning of some kind. Why? Why hug? You okay? Are you feeling big emotions? Do you want to talk about it?
Of course I am. You're my friend. And when we left, we weren't exactly friends, and I'm just happy that we're good.
Listen, you're gonna have to do
I'm proud of you.
a lot more than be mean to me for me to actually, like, you know, be pissed
No.
off at you.
I'm proud
Like,
of you.
mad? You're being weird. Why are you being weird?
You're my friend. This is what you get when you get me as a friend.
You're being weirder than normal. I'm gonna, like, scoot past him.
What are you saying, Cole?
Let's, like, scream.
I forgot that we had a chat, and I was like, why the fuck is he doing this? So out of character, and I was like, oh, right! So,
It's like, you're just Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? I'm gonna put my hand on his head, like...
I don't have a fever. I'm just proud of you.
He
for the
definitely has a fever all the time.
Okay.
You
Okay,
put your hand to
okay.
his head and he's very hot.
It's like the same.
Okay,
Is it
here's
the
the
same
thing.
temperament as
person.
normal?
He feels like a fire genasi, essentially.
Okay,
he feels
so
like
it's
a fire
like
genasi in
it's like
comparison
touching
to a
another
human.
fire genasi, just like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
feel.
it's pretty
okay.
comfortable actually. Like when he
feel-
hugs you, normally you feel kind of cold because other people are like regular humans are kind of chilly, but he's like comfortable and comforting.
Mm-hmm. Just checking on you. I appreciate you too. Don't get me wrong, but like,
No, I know it's weird.
I don't plan on going anywhere. Hopefully.
I know. Would you rather me not tell you in the first place that I'm proud?
No, it's just weird when people say it out loud.
I know. We have people to go greet.
I don't want to greet people.
We have a hero's welcome and probably fancy shit down there. You can't tell me that your little crow brain does not want to go look at fancy shit.
I like fancy
You got a
shit.
whole ass
Come on,
new
let's go.
marketplace. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on.
He's just like, fancy shit, fancy shit.
And Alice, could you text me where you stored that thing? Okay, so as you all go on deck, Daniel stands there and he's kind of like looking through the crowd as people like cheer and kind of like all of them. I don't. Why is this song on this roster? It's so spooky. Stop.
I mean, it was fitting for how Magnus was feeling.
I guess.
It was just really surprising getting a random hug from Bo.
Random hoe from Bo?
Yeah, random hoe from Bug.
Luna Bob play. So, you all begin to descend as Daniel's trying to kind of lead his way through the crowd and look for his daughter. Eventually, he gets lost to the crowd. The rest of you, Daenerys included, the entire crowd is chanting the Band of the Wild Storm. It's ba da 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 as it grows louder and louder and louder and louder, and they begin to make a pathway for you. Okay. And eventually, as the crowd breaks and you step into the town, you smell this something amazing. I mean, Lothric, you can cook, but damn, this is delicious. And immediately, the hunger hits you. And they're already setting up tables and chairs and setting up tents and just music, and there's a stage that they've built. They were expecting you. And they've been expecting you for a couple days now. And so, very quickly, almost as quickly as you were ushered in, you're sat down, and there are faces you don't recognize, people you don't remember. And specifically one, as food is spread out next to you, one is poof, plopped right next to you as they all begin to sit down amongst their different lines of tables and chairs and groups and people. The man sitting next to you looks to be early 20s. He is wearing matron armor, the bright green-yellow color of the Reprieve. And he's kind of like, hi, what's your names?
I'd shake his hand.
Oh, yeah, you got a mighty strong trip.
Oh, howdy.
Bo. Oh, you must be who the feast is for. Wow, apologies, I just never thought I'd meet you so soon. I'm the new matron. Oh, give me just 1 second, sorry.
Rue's like holding back tears. She's like, ugh.
Stupid. This is stupid. Oh my god.
I'm so nice.
This is so Dude, it's so nice. I'd like to note that Magnus is in his like undershirt and has his old shirt like wrapped around him because there's a lot of cuts
They've
in it and
definitely, like-
stains.
Like, they see that you're, like, not wearing good clothing, and they... Bam! Straight, before even you get the food, there's a new set of clothing for you immediately. And it's pretty high quality. So the guy's like, my name's Brawl, wow, the saviors of Reliquary, I didn't expect this at all.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's, I mean, and he grabs your hand, just like shakes it very ferociously, and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you must be Rue. I've heard you can work wonders with magic.
I guess so. I don't like to. I
And
prefer to be modest about it.
and he immediately goes to Magnus and he's like, and Magnus, in all your resplendency, you. Has anyone ever told you your stories are fantastic?
No, but I do my damnedest, thanks.
They've already traveled far, I can assure you. And the strong silent type, always Lothric, I've heard quite a bit. You're so much larger in person.
Well, words can exaggerate.
Yeah, I suppose they can. And Daenerys, wow. I'm new. Oslo just recently chose me. He said that it would be good for me to get out of the cities and learn to work with people. So, yeah, I'm Brawl. Did I already say that?
You did.
I believe you did, yes.
Sorry. It's not every day you get to meet real, actual heroes.
Wait,
Well,
do I see Sybil?
You don't see Sybil.
oh no.
And you don't see any of the Bloodgrips.
What about Dusty?
Their horses aren't here, no.
It looks like you guys have made lots of changes since we've last been here.
Yeah, I only arrived about, I'm horrible with time. 3 days ago, and, yeah, I mean, I was expecting, to be honest, kind of a shithole, but they've rebuilt amazingly quickly. I had no idea it was even possible to build things. I mean, even the fort, like, it's so far along now. They'll probably be done in, what, a month?
Who built the fort? Who's building that?
Oh, well, after everything happened and you sent a letter and, word got out, the, overseer of the reprieve, Cilli's family, decided that it would probably be best to sort of reinforce, military strength. And then these people came in and they were like, I'm sorry, I'm not terribly versed. They were the new people that were turned, I suppose, and they said, hey, why not let us settle here, and we can both support things and have a home now.
Was it?
And I get it's...
Was one of the names Sybil?
Sorry, go ahead. No, Sybil was... She's probably at the fort now.
Okay.
Oh, your horses! They're at the fort, too. It was a guy named Morgan Inglethine. I think he is their leader. To some degree, I'm not
Okay.
sure. But, yeah, they overtook the building. The ones that were turned here actually were the ones that started building it, and they've become the lead builders on the project. I think that's rather cool.
Very cool.
Well, I think it would be nice to go and meet them before we head off, because
I'm sure we
Arnulf
will.
is expecting us in a few days.
I'd like to eat.
Oh, yes, of course. I was told to escort you there. Roads have become rather unsafe as of recently. I'm sure you can handle yourselves, but it's proper and, you know. Magnus... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Enjoy the food. Oh, this is where I'm sitting. let's enjoy the food.
Rue's like stuffing her face full of food already. She's like, oh yeah.
It's really fucking good. This is really
yeah,
good
it
food.
Oh my god, she's not gonna like try not to
Lothric's
cry while
gonna
she's eating
look-
the food.
Like, Lothric's gonna fix his plate, and he's gonna look around for, like, a flagon of ale. Do I find one?
drinking.
There are barrels of booze, like, in a corner. Like, also the barrel of wine that you have.
I forget.
Does Lothric just have that like
Uh,
strapped to his back like a backpack?
I have no idea. I think that's funny, so yes. Yeah, there's like stacks of booze that looks like it's newly imported. Whatever
Well-
length they went through to get this food and wine and booze cost a lot of money.
Okay. Lothric is gonna go and fill up 6 flagons of ale, and he's gonna set them around the storm. And
Okay.
as we sit down, he's gonna raise his flagon to the storm, and he's like gonna like cheer, like, yeah.
As
Sorry.
soon as you do that, we're all kind of like, oh yes, of course, to the storm, and everyone to the storm.
God.
And you hear as booze starts flowing and people start drinking.
To the people of Reliquary. Thank
What's
you.
that one?
Rue, you say that much quieter, and nobody does because they don't hear you.
I'm gonna drink with Rue.
No.
How is the ale, by the
And-
way?
It's fucking amazing.
Okay.
It's not only is it spiced, it's well aged. It's again,
Is there like a fancy mold
Actually-
one there somewhere?
Magnus, roll a history check for me.
Ooh.
Fancy boy shit! Fancy boy shit! Fancy boy shit! Wait. It was a good roll too. 19.
Okay. You know that this wine, specifically this taste, or the ale, sorry, comes from the Cunning Colt family out of Asselborough. It's a very well-renowned family that makes ale, and they are one of the biggest providers of booze in the Empire because their booze is so fucking good. And you also know that a barrel costs about 50 gold pieces each, and they have
Holy
80.
shit.
Oh.
I certainly paid no expense. Damn.
That's so sweet.
You guys better chug this shit. This is good stuff. And I don't like ale.
A chugger kind of person. So
I'm just saying,
gonna-
drink your fill.
I'm not gonna drink too much. Just wanted to
You're not
have
allowed,
a toast for all of us.
Wasn't
Just
it
because of that one time.
No, I mean for
Wasn't
your
it you that
injuries
I
and
saw?
everything.
almost passed out on the
Oh.
bar in the Half-Fire Inn the first night we met?
Wait,
yeah,
who are you
I
talking
don't
Yeah,
exactly like to talk about it.
From the fucking like second or first episode. Cause he
Oh my
was passed
God,
out at the
right.
bar.
He slept on the table.
He slept on the table.
Fuck, that's right.
Oh my god.
And he got his
I
gold
forgot
stolen.
about that. Yeah, he got his
Got his
fucking
gold
gold
stolen.
stolen.
Oh
We got it back.
man.
Barely.
Barely,
That's the night
yeah.
that Rue walked in and met Alrune.
Yeah, wow. He was definitely passed out. You definitely, yeah, you met him fucking drunk as a skunk.
Yeah.
Oh man. Memories, guys,
Well,
memories.
I'm just gonna like add the. I'm gonna go and add the wine to their stockpile of alcohol and just leave it.
Okay.
We
Um,
could have taken that with us.
in,
Fuck you. It's probably bad.
Nobody's
It-
gonna want zombie infested wine.
I want zombie infested
Um,
wine.
that's a different kind of taste.
It's like a hand marinating.
Yeah, rotting flesh. As the night goes on and you all just fucking gorge yourself, this is like 10 courses. different foods from all over the empire. This is like the feast you had at Oslo's, except it's localized. A lot of it is very local foods. I mean, there's exported and imported shit, but this is like crazy. A lot of foods you've never even thought to exist. And as the night goes on, Brawl continues to look over at you, Magnus. Like, looks like he wants to say something, but can't work up the courage.
And
and-
this is like one of those stares that you can definitely like feel.
No, he's definitely like,
Okay. Oh no.
so while that's happening, Lothric, as you're kind of just like stewing in your food, you know, eating a piece of meat, a guy comes up to you and he's like, "Oh, hey, Lothric, wanted to let you know, there were, first of all, big fan. I'm a part of the Griftmoors, heard a lot about you. You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just you're like,
Look at Alice.
Anyway, wanted to let you know, not technically allowed to tell you this, but I've heard a lot about you. I think you're a pretty good guy. There's been some chatter about some people looking for you. So, funny robes
do you know
or something.
any road?
Yeah,
They
they're,
mention any names?
No names, just apart from yours. Yeah, just carried on the wind. Just funny robes. Apparently they're dyed like blue or something, light blue. Other than that, I don't know much. Just wanted to bring it to your attention because I know you're all kind of important. So,
Would
anyway.
Lothric remember anything about that?
Roll a history check.
Okay.
And as you do that, he's like,
I got a 16.
No, you don't know anything about it.
Okay.
You can say that pretty confidently. You don't know anything about these people. And he's like, all right, well, it's great to meet you. Would you mind signing my shield?
Oh my god!
Of course. I'd love to. Lothric goes ahead and signs his shield with his signature.
Shut up.
So he has you carve it into the back of his wooden shield,
Oh my god.
and he's like, thank you. Hey, have a great night, man. And he walks back into the party.
I'm gonna lean over.
Well,
Are you a
no.
god?
I told you I'm not a god,
You
but
have
I didn't
people
know I had fans.
looking for you. That sound like a cult. Are you a god?
I don't think so,
We
but
can't have two of us in one group.
I know, we already have one.
well, I'm gonna
we have a
listen,
leader of an
I'm gonna
army on
go-
another.
go check that out. So if you guys need me, I'll be over there. And
Wait,
Lothric
where?
tells
Well,
Where
no,
you're
no.
going?
Oh,
I'm gonna go figure out where those people are.
They're not there. He was talking generally, like
oh,
he's
okay.
heard
Like, through
rumors
messages.
through his route.
Got
Through
you.
his- through his
Okay.
mail route.
Never mind. Well, I didn't know I had that many fans. It's quite odd.
that was
that was weird, right?
really cool. No, that was really cool. This food's really
He
good.
seemed like a
It
good
is
lad.
really good. Is there anything from like Ashmore by chance, DM?
No,
Damn.
There's no Ashmorian food here.
I didn't think
Ashmorian
there would
food
be,
isn't
but
well revered,
Hmm.
because usually it's either very spicy or incredibly ash-ridden. So,
Yeah. I was just curious.
Bo, what did you want to do?
Actually, after Ro gets his fill, he's actually gonna go. He's gonna look for a clothes shop, a tailor, something like that.
Okay. All of the stores are closed right now.
Okay. Then he's gonna look for in the crowd.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me.
Also, I'm giving you an opportunity for bow redesign, so here you are.
I didn't need one, but
Fuck,
thanks.
that fell on the floor. What did that land on? Oh shit! Natural 20.
Yahtzee.
Okay. There's a man who has bolts of clothing as pants, and he's a tailor.
Looks like what now?
Bolts of clothing, like are bolts of cloth, large rolls of cloth as pants. They're like MC Hammer pants, except very thick. That's how you find him as a tailor, because you rolled a natural 20. It's very obvious that he's a tailor.
He still has like the fucking pin cushion that they have around their wrist.
Oh yeah.
And like
Yeah,
the
100%.
tape measure that he just forgot to take off.
His hair looks like a piece of cloth.
Howdy, sir.
Pokemon trainer.
Hi there.
motherfucker.
What is this voice?
He's a tailor. I don't know. I don't know what tailors sound like.
He's Taylor, not a
apologize,
hatter.
sir.
Jesus.
We just got back. I would really like to get a set of new clothes.
Yeah,
You really-
sure.
Can you help me with that, like now, or are you gonna need to wait a day? Because I totally get that this is probably like a holiday for you.
We're parting, man. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Cool.
Tomorrow.
What's your shop's name?
You'll find it. You'll find it.
All right, cheers to you, good sir. And he like clinks his yeah.
I gotta piss.
He's not holding a drink. You just like, cheers.
Cheers, and he walks off.
All right. Party time. And he kind of goes off in the crowd.
Party time. What does that spell? Party.
So yeah, Bo, do you want to investigate the fort at all? Do you want to go see Dusty, your horse that you haven't seen
Yes,
in 2 weeks?
I'm going to everyone and just saying, look, I love this. This is fun. I'm gonna go see my horse because I haven't seen him in 2 weeks.
Have fun. Be back in an hour.
Okay. Bye.
Catch you on the flip side.
Be back in an hour.
Why doesn't he want to
Okay,
stay at the party?
So as you go, Bo, Brawl eventually kind of like, he looks like this entire time he's been working up courage, and he's like, Magnus, could you teach me to use a rapier?
Again? Sorry? Fast. Really fast. Slow it down. Breathe.
Okay. Apologies. Could you perhaps teach me to use the rapier?
I've never had anyone ask me that. I mean, I can try. We're probably gonna leave in or so days.
All I need
So
is a
on the
couple
road.
lessons.
Yeah, you sure.
That would be fantastic.
Do you
Please, it's,
have one?
and he kind of like fumbles around and then he's
Easy.
yes.
Pointy end down.
All right, first lesson done, I suppose.
Okay. Love the enthusiasm. Relax.
Okay, sorry. He kind of like very shakily jostles it
Yeah.
back in. And he's like, apologies. I don't. I'm a matron, but
You're
I
very
don't
new at
really-
this, right?
I've never fought anyone. And they gave me the rapier, and I know that you're pretty good with it. So I was just hoping. You're really great.
On the way to Alethor, I can try to teach you. It's gonna take years to get perfect, but...
Oh,
And it's one of those things you
That
have to
took-
keep at every day.
that took so much energy. Thank you so much.
Poor thing.
Drink. And I'm gonna hand him another cup of ale. Relax.
Oh, alright. And he kind of like takes a sip, he's like, okay. Then he just keeps drinking, he doesn't
Oh
like it.
no! But it's so
Um,
good. It's the good shit.
It's a good shit, but he doesn't like booze.
It's fine. Fucker needs
he
to
has-
relax.
Different kinds of tastes. Lothric, is there anything you want to do, or Rue specifically, anything you two want to do while you're here?
You said there's like live music around, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of live bands. I didn't roll for those guys. They got a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
So they're playing pretty fucking well.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, Rue's gonna, once she like finishes like eating, she's gonna go up kind of just like to where like the bands are playing, or one of the bands is playing.
There's a central stage.
Okay, so she's just gonna go up to the central stage and just kind of like get like semi close to the stage and just watch.
Okay, all right. It's traditional folk music of this area. It's pretty fucking lively and good though. They don't miss a beat, and their instruments are tuned to perfection. Magnus, as a fellow musician, you're a little bit envious.
Yeah,
of their
they're
performance.
playing really fucking good.
Yeah.
They got like fresh new strings. The instruments were intonated perfectly.
Magnus is like currently like
Good shit.
check marking everything that's wrong with his. Like, gotta get this fixed, gotta get this fixed, gotta get this fixed, gotta get that one tuned, gotta get it repolished.
Oh god, I do that.
Lothric, what are you doing if you're not looking for nobody?
Looking for who?
Looking for those guys, those people.
I'm just checking out the market and all that.
It's closed, but
Good
there's quite a large variety of stores here. Just from what you can tell, there's like a couple of armor shops, a couple of weapon shops. There's a lot of food shops, along with what looks to be like you recognize it as like an impromptu enchanted mountain. There's one of those.
Okay. Probably gonna mark that down somewhere I gotta go in the morning when
Okay.
we wake up.
All right. So then we'll go over to Bo. Bo, as you kind of like walk deeper into the forest and the night, away from the large crowd of people cheering and partying and drinking and eating and music playing, as I'm going to change the music really quick.
He gets
Uh-oh.
kidnapped.
No, it's nothing bad. Don't worry.
Don't go by yourself, dude.
Okay. Said be back in an hour very firmly.
Not this.
Of course.
If he's not back in an hour.
So you you begin to hear the crickets kick up, and soon their song drowns out any playing from the reliquary. And sooner than that, you begin to hear people talking, not partying, not lively, but just people chatting, moving around, signs of life, sounds of living as you walk and get closer and closer to the fort. Eventually, you come to what will eventually be the main gate. And about 4 feet high, either side of you are the walls. And in front of you, there sits and stands and moves about, milling about their lives, about 65 people. And immediately, you feel that same sense of supremacy, that same sense of like, oh, I am above these guys. These are all Cursebloods. This is the traveling tribe that Sybil told you about. And they have taken a permanent residence here. None of them have seemed to notice you.
Howdy.
Okay. At that, a lot of them kind of like stop what they're doing and like look up, and you see one guy. He's kind of a caramel brown. He has thick, shaggy hair and like a couple of streaks of silver in it, covering his eyes and his face, and he kind of like stands up. He's fucking ripped. And he kind of like, he sees you and he's like, "You need something, bud?"
Yeah, I do. I'm a member of the Band of the Wildstorm. I'm here to see my horse.
Oh shit, that's right. And he kind of turns back, and before he can get another word out, you hear is this the case? I hope. I'm gonna ask you a question. You have to answer honestly. Did you say your last name when you were fighting the father? I don't remember.
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
I said it loud and clear.
We were all like,
Okay.
ah!
I just wanted to make sure you hear.
Well, Cole, here. The line verbatim was, "You damn well know my name. It's Bo Ironbelt."
Okay, so you hear before he can get another word out, as he kind of like turns around, you hear, "Bo Ironbelt," and then out of the corner or off to the side, storming up to you, you see Sybil Stromgear, come up to you. She grabs you by the collar, pulls you in, and kisses you, throws you back, slaps you, and then storms off. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. So.
Oh my god.
Say psych right now. Say psych right now.
Fucking Alice. For the viewers at home, everybody here is freaking out apart from Austin, because Austin is the chillest motherfucker in the world.
Chill as ice, bro.
God.
So,
I just love the grabs me by the collar.
I would like to thank all of you for tuning in tonight's session. Even if you didn't, thank you for sticking with us and watching it. It's been a lot of fun. So, I don't know if I gave the disclaimer. I use free assets for making the tables that you see, apart from the battle maps. So those are just like Google images. If you own any of those images and I don't know that they're like yours, I have an email address. You can email me. We can put that in the description, Alice. I'll send that to you. Anyway, apart from that, thank you all so much for watching. Bye, stream.
Bye stream.
Bye, stream.
Next week cannot fucking come sooner.
Bye stream.
Oh,
my
now
God.
it has a love interest. Mwah.
I fucking love just the Bo Ironbelt.